Hey, welcome to the Games Tavern and Whiskey Magic and Destruction. So glad you're here. Can they hear us? Can they hear us good? Are you seeing bounce? Okay, good. Everybody can hear us. The Tech Goblin says you're good. Hey, guys. So we are excited to be back and streaming live after a short hiatus. Our Tech Goblin went off and got a suntan in Hawaii. We'll just leave it at that. And left us for 2 weeks. So, no good show works without their Tech Goblin. Thank you, Tech Goblin Phil. Everybody give a round of applause to Phil.
All right. He went to Hawaii without us. I can't applaud.
He totally did. He totally left us. And he didn't even bring me like a lei or anything. But you know what? It's his trip. He can do it however he wants. Let's see here. What do we got next? Who's let's just kick off the show, shall we? Or what do we get? We don't have anything else, right? We're just going straight in, right? All right, cool. We're going right in. Yeah, we're gonna do it live. We're gonna do it live. All right. So can I get some summary music or something like that? Something summary-ish. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna bring in a little summary music or on the trail, your call. Trail works.
Summary like season, not like
again. Summarizing what happened last episode.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Where we last left off. Our adventurers had made their way from Waterdeep deep into the countryside of the northern Sword Coast area. Passing through Rosslanter, Amphale, Red Lark, and even Westbridge. And just after Westbridge, they had encountered hill giants, starving hill giants. Oh, let me rephrase that. They encountered a town called Sausish, which had burned to the ground, or at least parts of it had. All of the inhabitants completely missing. Large prints that looked like giants, including some in very, very heavy boots, but mostly barefoot. And all of the livestock completely butchered savagely and or drained of, well, most of their blood. Completely missing. the party followed the tracks along the trail where they just met at some point and disappeared. Creepy, right? Further down, they encountered two hill giants that appeared to be starving and emaciated, proceeded to get their butts stomped, including losing one of their horses as it was blapped by a single swing of its mighty club. Rescuing themselves just barely and running for their lives, the party continued on, past Westbridge, on their way to Triboar. They made it safely, had a night of sleep, and have awoken, gotten back on the trail after a long sleep, a long rest, and are now back on the trail. Did I miss anything? There was a conversation where Turja blamed herself for it.
Boo.
Yes.
You skipped over those very important character building conversations.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
That's true.
And that was last episode. This episode, we begin on the trail as the party is moving towards Triboar. Let's get a little more trail music, a little more. I need some ambiance here. Feeling it? Okay. The wagon is, of course, tailing the party. Who's driving the wagon?
It's either Rafe or...
I was on the wagon at one point.
It's either Rafe or Luciano. I can't remember who.
Okay.
I've been in the wagon.
And Sim, where are you? Are you on the wagon?
I'm out walking now.
You're walking?
If we're taking a walking pace, I'll walk. Otherwise, I'll be in the wagon since we seem to be short of horse.
You are taking a riding pace.
Okay, then I guess I'm in the wagon.
Okay. Turja, you're on a horse?
Yes.
Garlo, you're on a horse?
All right.
And you put 2 horses on the wagon now? One horse?
Yeah. Since there are 3 people that need to be moved, 2 horses.
Okay. Plus all the stuff that was in the back of the wagon.
I'm not even going to talk about our loot.
Oh, yes.
Provisions.
All the stuff you looted from the abandoned village of Sausish. Because
literally.
And we should probably add that too. Sausish may have been, destroyed and emptied, but nobody seemed to take any of their personal belongings with them at all. They were strictly left in the middle of the night.
Left everything in Sausage.
Now they're completely legal mercantile goods.
Yeah. So
Finders
the
keepers.
party took a few hours and reclaimed everything that they could find.
It was salvage, Reed.
Right.
They didn't need it anymore.
I as a friendly DM, I don't recommend that you discuss it in that state. That being said, you did encounter a caravan on your way in, which you are now tailing behind. You had a lovely evening with them the night before. You even helped that caravan a bit with their repairs to one of their wagons, thanks to the mending spell and some heavy lifting. You made some friends. Sim was approached by a couple people who realized suddenly that they were in over their head and walked away. And it just carried on from there. As the party continues on, the caravan in front of you, you did recognize the Grey Castle group, but I do want to say the other group is House Deslantier. Eventually, Turja does get a good look at it, and of course recognizes the livery of it. Deslantier is you don't even need to roll for this, Turja. It's a house of caravaneers with interests in caravan trading and shipping, exploration, island settlement, and the establishment of harbors in other locations. So they actually make harbors as well. One of their little special family secrets.
All right.
Yeah, they're really good at that.
What are they harboring?
Have to ask them. Your family had some dealings with them on occasion, as they would move your goods for you on occasion when you had extensive goods beyond what your family could move at one time with your own assets. But neither good nor bad. It was just a neutral business kind of relationship. You don't know how well your father would have known any of that stuff. So
Okay.
yeah. Moving forward, the party continues on. Is there anything you want to say to each other before we continue in anything else? Any conversation started in the morning?
Out. Moving.
Yeah. Got nothing really to say. Nothing clever.
Excellent. I need everyone to roll for initiative as the murder
Hell
spiders
yes.
drop from. I'm kidding.
Yeah, don't tempt me. I'm ready.
Yeah, I know. Oh, look, you had already rolled, and it was a 2. Well, at least we got that out of the way.
Ooh, got it out.
No. The party makes its way for a number of hours. You camp 2 more times with your newfound caravan friends. At some point, they, a couple times you're asked by some of the leaders of the caravan, it's like, you looking for work? You looking for opportunities? Because we'll take just about anybody.
Is the caravan going to Neverwinter, or is just a Triboar?
Triboar, and then on to Mirabar.
Oh, yeah, then I guess we're not sticking with them past Triboar.
I mean,
Oh, we've got other caravans. They go east and west too, but we're looking for full-time, guards and staff.
I don't know about full time. We're kind of booked right now. I can do a little part time maybe on the side, but
It doesn't work that way, so
yeah, sorry, bud.
life on the trail is kind of funny like that. All right. Well, I wish
You
the
don't
best,
take on
but
guards for just like one trip, and then when they're done, and when you reach the destination, they go their way?
occasionally we do, but you guys are a group, so we'd have to hire all of you, right?
Mm.
Nobody works for free, right?
Well,
Maybe hire one or 2 of us, and
No,
the rest
right.
of us will work.
You're 100% right. 100%.
well, I mean,
Right.
for
I'm
free,
confused.
yeah.
Which one of you is the
Payment
leader of the
doesn't always
party?
have to be money.
Because you're all saying different things, but none of it makes sense.
Oh, yeah, I guess we are. I hadn't really thought about it.
He looks at each and every one of you like you're crazy now. I'm sorry. I just. Who's in charge of you guys? Like, do you guys have a speaker for the group, or are you all just individuals traveling together?
Well, Luciano, hi. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, hi, pleasure. And shakes your hand, of course.
Yeah. So we're headed to Neverwinter. If you have a job that's in our path, or in Neverwinter, we could consider. But otherwise, I think we're kind of booked right now.
Speak to that. We're the Triboar Travelers. We're third company, Triboar Travelers. We're just heading up from. We just picked up the Waterdeep to Mirabar route, and back. There's other groups that head, Silver Moon to Neverwinter and back, and other groups, and then there's other companies that do a giant loop around and come back through. Those make big money, but it's a lot more dangerous because it's a big long haul. Yeah.
Maybe another time. Maybe we'll meet up with one of your patriots or from one of these other tribes. But I think we're just gonna have to stick to our own right now.
Right. No, hey, better luck next time. And he
Yeah.
just moves on about his way. That was like, different people approach you and
Good luck
have
to
roughly
you.
the same conversation. And each and every time they're very confused when they leave.
Yeah.
Thanks to the statements that all of you make that are contrary to each other.
Mm-hmm.
At a
No
certain
nightmares, no
at a
crazy
certain-
dreams. Go ahead, Garla.
Garlo whispers over to Sam. It's like, good. They're lowering their guard. It'll be easier to rob them when we leave. I'm kidding, Sam. I'm kidding. Don't take it real. It's just joking around.
Okay,
don't
but
steal
you might
from
have
the
like a
big
really
caravan.
interesting point. I think it'd be far more fun if we did that.
Can I talk to the guys who sent the wing snake messengers off in the last session? We're with the caravan for like 3 days. I just want to find some opportunity to say hi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys managed to make it 2 days, and how are you intending to go up and approach them?
Well, just basically go up and approach them and ask them about the winged snakes.
So the caravan captain,
Yeah.
a robed figure, and a third person who was there when it happened are not together. So you can go with a third, guard sergeant, a caravan captain, or the robed figure. You take your pick.
The guard sergeant.
All right. Please approach him.
All right.
You see him
hey.
standing there as the caravan comes to its campsite. Everyone gets out. They're social with you guys. They know that after 3 days, you guys aren't completely murdering insane people. I hope. I mean, you're not with the in crowd yet necessarily, but they don't shy away from you. They say hi. You still get the occasional question about your horns, Lucy, but Garlo may do some arm wrestling here and there too. But
Make him scratch on the side. Yep.
Yeah.
So I just walk up to him and I say, "Hey, I was wondering if I could ask you something."
He turns. Yeah.
A few days ago, I saw you and a couple of friends. You had this sort of you had this creature. You looked like you were sending off. It looks sort of like a snake with wings almost.
Yeah.
I was wondering where you got it. I just couldn't help thinking it'd be really handy if you could. It looked like you were sending it to send off some sort of message, and I couldn't help thinking it was really handy to have a creature that could do that for you. So, could you tell me where you got it? Like, can you buy it in Neverwinter maybe, or Triboar?
He eyes you for a minute. Make a persuasion check.
Sure.
Got it.
I like your dog. Where did you get it?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Can you tell me where your breeder is?
21!
Hell
Let's
yeah,
go.
net 19.
Well, they're from what I understand, they're originally from Chult, the jungles of Chult, and we raise them ourselves. We import them and such, and we train them to do various different taskings. And for many, it's a gift to receive one when you work with our company.
Oh, what's your company? You're not with the caravan?
Yes, it is. The Zentaro. I mean, the wagons are owned by the people who hired us, but we're the people who guard them. So we're the Zentaro. We are a mercenary company that is broken down into various different sub-companies. Like we're third company of the Triboar Travelers, for example, and there's various other groups. And they all run around and do the various things. Completely legitimate business. But can you get them in Neverwinter or Waterdeep or other big cities? Quite possibly, Luskan especially, and further south very easily. But they aren't cheap, but they aren't obscenely expensive. A little tricky to train, but you find someone who can train them for you, or they come pre-trained when they come to us. We already have trainers who get them ready for us.
Oh, so you didn't train it yourself? The person who gave it to you trained it for you?
Oh, I trained my own after I was taught how to, but there's only a few of us who have them.
Oh, that's very cool. I mean, that's very interesting. Can you tell me a little more about how you train them? And we don't need to get into this full conversation. I'm just sort of getting him chatting about other things to sort of
Make another persuasion check.
Yeah, persuasion. Dirty 20.
Ooh, you got the high.
I'm going to roll natural ones for the rest of this show.
The thing about training the winged serpents is that it's a patience game because they are very food motivated, but once they eat a meal, they kind of sit on it for a while.
Oh. How long did it take you to train it?
Months.
Okay. Yeah, how long do they live?
I don't know. Most of them don't ever die of old age.
Wow, I've never heard of an animal that doesn't die of old age. Well, not a normal animal, I guess. I suppose there are special ones.
Most of them don't last that long. That's why we have several of them.
Oh. You mean like people... Why don't they last that long if they don't die of old age? Do they get eaten? Do people hurt them?
It's dangerous up here in the north. Things will catch them, or people will kill them, or whatever. It happens.
Huh. All right. Well, thank you. I really appreciated you telling me a little about this.
Best of luck to you. We're looking for some fine folks to join us. We'll take just about anyone.
Well, I mean...
All you have to have is a desire of power and influence.
Power and influence. That's interesting.
Yeah, you can make your own way. I made sergeant in a year.
How influential is Sergeant? Just out of curiosity.
Pretty influential, but depending on your aptitude, you can do a lot of different things.
As a recruiter.
Where do you guys I mean, do you sign up? Is there like a
Yeah, when you get into
recruiting state
Triboar,
mission
our
or
headquarters,
contract?
the headquarters of this particular company is in Triboar, but you can go to different places. Anyway, look, I gotta check my men and stuff. Is there anything else I can do for you, miss?
No, thank you. I really appreciated you telling me about the snakes. I'm always it's difficult to keep touch with people back in town when you're on the road, so I'm always looking for a better way to do it.
Yeah. Best of luck. What was your name?
Turja,
Turge. I'm Buskin. It's a pleasure.
Huskin. Nice to meet you.
Mhm. He walks away. Starts,
Okay.
talking to some of his folks, checking the wagons, making sure everything's cinched down, making them check the wagons because that's their job, and checking various other things. It's a nice, quiet night. What is your sleep schedule? Who's doing what? Who's going to be up on guard?
Garlo will take first shift.
I will go to bed.
I'll take second shift.
Okay.
Do we feel the need for a whole bunch of watching? I mean, we're with a caravan, right?
Yeah, probably one on watch is enough.
Okay.
So Garlo, then who?
Turja.
Me.
Turja,
I can take the back half of it.
and then Sim, because Sim is going to abuse the daylights out of her 4-hour sleep schedule. Okay.
Good we can
And
get
then
it.
Utilize.
Lucy and Rafe get to sleep in. Is that what I heard?
Rafe, you got this, right?
Yes, I guess so.
Oh, sorry. Garlo, you got this. You got this. Me and Rafe, we're gonna take a sleep in the back, I assume.
You were gonna what?
Pass out.
Oh,
Never traveled. This is hard work. Ugh.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's real draining sitting in the wagon. Yeah, of course. Now get your beauty sleep.
Okay. As you drift off to sleep one by one, and as Garlo is on guard, Garlo's guard shift goes relatively smoothly so far. The sound of cicadas in the distance and the warm air, with only a minor breeze, puts you all to sleep relatively easily. Rafe, as you begin to fall asleep, darkness envelops you. Sleep takes you, and then suddenly you are floating in white-capped ocean waves. You hear a voice in the distance that you can't quite make out once more. And you can't quite make it out over the crashing waves. Can I get some ocean? Give me some ocean. The crashing waves slamming against you. You are floating, rising and falling. You are at once scared because you are only just barely treading above the water. And then finally, the ocean waves overtake you. You can see the light of the gray skies above. Your lungs, finally, with the pounding, get knocked the air out of you. You cannot breathe any longer. You inhale water for the first time, and you hear the voice, "Come home," as you snap awake.
I really need to
Make a
stop
Constitution
drinking
check right
tea.
now.
Constitution check or Constitution save?
Constitution check.
Okay.
You
15.
just managed to hold back. You can breathe. But it's like something was in your lungs. Carlo,
this
you hear the
point,
coughing.
I think I'm gonna get up and take a little walk.
Okay. Actually, Garlo, you don't hear the walking. By this time, Turja's on. You've switched out shifts. Turja, you are up. You see Garlo come out of the tent.
You mean Rob? Rafe?
I mean, Rafe. Sorry, not Garlo. What name's bad? Rafe steps out of the tent. You are sitting roughly in the center of your encampment, keeping watch.
Can I tell he doesn't sound so good?
He hasn't said anything. He's just stumbled out of the tent.
Alright.
I mean, it's not unheard of for one or two of you to pop out of a tent to go use the bathroom in the woods in the middle of the night. But
Fair enough.
make a perception check.
Told you. Crappy rolls for the rest of the night.
Burn them hot dice.
Looks like he needs to pee.
Yeah.
Yep. A lot of fluids. Garlo, you drift off to sleep. The dark fades away. It's gray. You suddenly realize you're somewhere. You see the yellow-orange flickering light of a torch. You see what looks to be stone. Hewn stone. Stacked. You're in a completely dark place. The stone rises to your side, goes up over you as you look up to figure out where you are, and arches down and to another ledge on the other side of what appears to be a long strip of water. It's like you're back in a sewer once more. Not as bad as the ones in Waterdeep, of course, but not as good either. There's no horrible smell right now, and if anything, the water seems to be flowing relatively quickly. At some point, a bright blue light shines in the distance, winks out, and a cold breeze shoots through the tunnel, knocking the flames completely loose from the torch, causing it to go out. You were in total darkness. You hear suddenly you snap awake. The rest of you sleep amazingly well. Rafe, what do you do when you go out for your walk?
Probably walk the perimeter of the camp. Not going outside of the guard line, but
So as you're wandering around in the night, you do see some of the other guards and personnel approach you like, what are you doing, man?
I can't sleep. I need to walk this off.
Okay. Just stay away from the wagons.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah. Maintaining my distance between the picket line and the wagons. You know, trying to be as visible as possible.
Okay.
I may stop and reflect, maybe pray a little bit, but after a couple of hours, I'll probably try and get back to sleep.
Fair enough. Garlo, what are you gonna do?
I think Garlo wakes up from it and just like has a chill kind of on his back, kind of like a cold sweat, and he is going to do
take a look around real quick. As you take a look around, You notice there is a bit of frost on your bedroll.
Garlo's
It is quickly melting away.
That's not great. So Garlo's gonna like get out of bed and like I think first thing is he's gonna go just try to chop some wood, like if there's any firewood or anything that needs like manual labor. He's basically just gonna work it out.
There
That's
is
kind
no
of what Garlo
manual
knows what to
labor.
do.
There is no axes or stuff, and if you were to start hacking wood right now, you'd probably piss off a lot of sleepers. You have enough situational awareness to know that's probably a bad idea.
Okay, Garlo
Do
actually.
you want to do like PT, physical training right now? Or are you going to do like a
No.
montage?
So many
physical
spots.
torture.
Garlo sees that it's still pretty early, and so what he is going to do is he's going to go in his bag where he has parts that he got from Rafe's temple, and he's going to do some tinkering as a gnome.
Talk me through
And,
your tinkering.
So I have proficiency with my tinker's tools, and I can spend an hour and the materials I purchased at the temple, and I can make either a clockwork toy, a fire starter, or a music box.
What are you going to make?
I think because of the dream, I think I'm going to make a fire starter. That seems
Fire
very
starter?
apt. So
Okay.
basically, I'm working on a tinge that looks.
You make the equivalent of a lighter.
Yeah, exactly.
You imbue it with just enough lightweight, super lightweight, gnomish cantrip magic that it's literally and a small blue flame shoots up. You could relight a torch with it. You could get a campfire started. You could probably burn your own finger. It won't stay lit underwater,
Yeah.
but it'll work.
Kind of just thinks back to working with his dad and his family. It's like this is the first like thing of delicate work that Garlo has done in a very long time, and it's nice.
The craftsmanship is good. Didn't take much to make it. A little spring here, a little spring there. Some parts that you found. Not bad at all. From there, the light and the suns begin to rise. Sim, you see a beautiful sunrise.
Oh,
Purples, oranges, and blues. The sunrise as it peaks over the Desserin Hills to begin to reflect the light. Light clouds, not heavy. You're mostly sunny today, it looks like. And you can... Air smells clean. But there is a hint of manure in the distance. Farm country must be ahead. You must be close to Triboar.
and that means horses.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Okay. So, from here, you guys wake up, handle your business. Breakfast is tasty. Please mark that off as appropriate. Horses are fed and taken care of, at least the ones that are alive. And you guys make it in for about 4 hours later. The stench of manure is smelled much more considerably as you get closer and closer. And you see the first few small farms on either side of the road for miles around. And in the distance, you see a larger gathering of various different farms. And each of these farms is not a small, like little farmette. It's a large, expansive area. There are crops growing, there are cattle, but more importantly, there are a few places with large amounts of land and horses running. The horse business in the north is like car manufacturing in the modern era. It is quite the transportation method. Are there other more exotic things like griffins and other magical creatures? Absolutely, and yes, for a price you can get them.
What
But
about
the
magical
horses,
horseless carriages?
magical horseless carriages are rare and very magical, and very, very expensive.
Okay.
You've heard about them from wizards, and Lucy's had dreams about them of riding with them in the desert, the wastelands of some other place. But it's just terrible dreams. But you have arrived in Triboar. Triboar is a lovely small town. As you approach from the south up the long road, you see one of the caravans immediately shift over and around and into a large fenced enclave marked as T4 on the map. Your small group is not necessarily needed to do that. However, they do mention to you before they turn in, there are areas to park your wagons if you ain't from around here. We recommend a couple different places. The area marked T2, hold on a second here, is the North Caravan Campground. It is a fenced field that is parked more in the center. It tends to be the place to do that. Further north of that, you can see a large building that is being completely rebuilt. It was crushed at some point. It looks like rather recently, but you see work crews have already moved a pile of debris over to one side, and you see them applying a lot of foundation work to the stones there to make it larger. Basically, pick an area, you can discover it. There are numerous different establishments to explore should you wish it, but it has been a long time on the trail, and this is the first real town you've seen in a while that you have time to stop at, should you wish to do so.
I mean, hell yeah. Let's, I'll talk to whoever's driving the wagon. I'll just be like, let's park in the center ring and see if we can't get a room at the inn.
Yeah.
Do we have to leave our wagon at the caravan grounds, or can we take it to the inn?
The center lot is probably best for us since we're not such a big caravan. It's kind of like your small parking.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could leave them at the inn, but caravan parking is cheaper.
All right.
As
Well,
you
as long
pull
as
in,
nobody steals anything.
I don't think it.
kind of a dirty looking gentleman, beard down here, long hair, brown in color, pale skin, comes out, slender in build, commoner's clothes, rough around the edges, comes out, yeah, from Dars Helgar, 2 copper a night per horse, 1 copper per wagon. That includes the stay. If you want feed and stuff, we can provide it for a small fee.
How
Great,
small?
2 copper per day.
1 per horse, 2 per wagon.
2 copper per day per horse for feed.
8, 9,
feed.
19.
Running out of fingers. I'm looking to somebody else.
I hold mine up.
19.
Yeah.
I just pull out a gold piece and hand it to the guy. We'll settle up
Ooh.
afterward.
Oh, it's real. All right. Well, thank you indeed, sir.
Well, we'll settle up afterward. We probably won't be here more than 2 days tops.
All right. Well, thanks.
That covers it, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Yep.
My math is kind of off.
What can I help you guys find? What are you in town for? Just rest and relaxation? Are you here to vacation? You don't look like nobles.
We're just passing through. If you could recommend a good inn, we'd appreciate that.
What's your budget?
Looking for
Hey,
rest
We
and
just paid
libation.
you with a gold coin, so
Yeah.
that'll be pretty good.
What if I had more of those? Where could I go for the best time?
Ooh. Well, that's a good question. Well, let's see here. If you want a good time, let's see here. You don't want to go to the Triboar Travelers. That's
Yeah.
they've got an inn there, but that's the caravan companies that go through here. North Shield House is a fine local inn. It's stately, clean, quiet. The proprietor is Urgala Meltimir. Decent lady. But it's a little rougher around the edges. I think that place has burned down 3 times and been rebuilt. There's the Talking Troll, but that's a bit of a dive. I think there's holes in the ceiling or something like that. There's the old Frost Touch Frog, but that's empty. As a matter of fact, some new folks, some adventurers who actually saved the town from giants moved in there, and they have taken over, and they're having that place refurbished. So one day it'll be back. There's the
And what was
6
that?
windows.
The frosted.
Hmm?
That was
The old
Frost Touch
frosted
Frog.
Frost Touch Frog. It's not. I don't know what they're going to call it now, but anywho, the other place, 6 windows, ain't bad. It's a rooming house. It's kind of creepy. The lady there is kind of weird, but you could do that. Well,
You know what?
and then finally, let's see here. You've got the Triboar Arms, and then you've got, let's see here, Ever Wyvern House. Now that is the place if you got some gold. It caters to the Waterdhavian nobility. It's as fancy pants as you get.
I sort of give Lucy a look and say maybe we should go somewhere a little less spendthrift.
Or
I
we
mean,
dress
I'm
up
all
like
for talk-
nobles and pretend we're nobles.
Y'all
Let's
don't want to
not.
check out the creepy house?
I'm all for the frosted frog or the frost of frog or.
That
That
place is
one
not
sounds-
not open for business.
I want to go
It's-
see the people who beat giants though.
Oh, they're
Maybe
not
they have
here.
a tip for next time.
They're not here right now. They paid for that place to be redone, and if you look behind the park, they're rebuilding that building right, and it's the building that you saw that was smashed in and is now being rebuilt. They're paying for that place. They're building a giant manor house here, completely from scratch. They paid for all of it. They've done pretty good for themselves. I don't know how they did it, but they did.
I mean, I looked at the party. I'm like, I'm all down for a dive bar. You know, we can go to the Talking Troll.
Like, I don't know about like a full dive. I mean, we could go get a drink there maybe, but I think probably a bed without roaches would be wonderful.
Yeah, so
I'm
surely
about
there
it.
must be something in between spending all our money and sleeping with the insects.
So
How
we
about-
go
what was the-
crash at the North Shield, which seemed
Yeah, I
nice,
was gonna say.
and then we go party at the other one. I think it's so much more fun.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah. You
so
don't want to
no
crash with
one's
the party.
no one wants to see exactly how creepy the lady at the 6 windows is. No one's
Well-
interested.
Maybe you can do that on your own in your spare time, Garlo.
I could be convinced.
If we're going to party somewhere else and then stay somewhere, why not just stay at the boarding house?
He just looks at you guys and goes, "I'll let you guys figure out your decision. I'm
Oh,
gonna
my bad. Yeah.
handle the next thing. Y'all best of
Thank
luck.
you, sir. And,
Hey, Cars.
if you're ever trying to figure out, different places here, or if you're unfamiliar with the area and you have other questions, just come see me. I'll be in the little building right next door until further notice. So
Your
best of
name?
luck.
Cars.
Yeah.
Stars Helgar.
Thank you.
Helgar. Mr. Helgar,
Oh,
thank
it's
you.
Helgar. The pleasure's all mine. And what's the name of your group?
Yeah.
With one of those.
We don't have we're just traveling together. It's not like we're together.
We're not together?
Wait, what?
We're
Yeah, again,
we're
I'm gonna
together,
let
but
you
we're
guys
not
sort this
together.
out, and I'm gonna head on back to my
Are
small
you-
cottage. So if you need anything, just knock on the door. Happy to support you.
Tarisha, are
He
you looking
walks
at
off,
the party
hops over the
cards?
fence, and goes back to his cottage.
I mean, we never said we were in anything like commitment-wise. I mean, we didn't set those sort of
I mean,
guidelines
I
before
ha-
we started.
I
have
haven't
such
been looking
chemistry.
at their groups.
I
I've
didn't
been
mean it
talking
that
to
way.
other groups on the side. I'm
I
sorry.
didn't mean it that way. I just we don't have a name. That's all. It's not like we made some agreement to travel together
True.
for a
This
long time.
delightful bout of commitment phobia aside, we should definitely find rooms before they're all gone. There are caravans in town.
All right.
True.
North Shield House then.
North Shield House. Go get some beds.
You guys are going to North Shield House. All right, gluttons for punishment that you are.
Hell yeah.
Let's see here.
That's our group name.
Plans for punishment.
All right.
Only
So
Lucy's name.
everybody think of a name, and then when we go out for drinks tonight, then we'll pitch, and then we can
All right.
kind of vote.
All right, North Shield House. Let's see what that has to say here. All right, as you exit out, you do see the large tower in the center of the area. That is the, just to double check it, that is the Market Square and Tavern. There are some other small, it's not shown on the map obviously, but there are some small wagons with caravan tents set up for market stalls there, and there are some folks from out of town selling minor trinkets and wares, some exotic spices and stuff like that. Nothing, super exotic. This is a tiny town by comparison. So, these are the kind of things that some local people show up and, they bring in their meats from other towns and other stuff like that, or they're butchering stuff and they sell their wares here. The tower, just so you know, it has a very large tapestry across the front above the door of three boars to represent the Triboar area. There's probably some history there. None of you really know it. Let's see here. There are a couple of what can only be described as local militia milling about around the tower. But nothing too major. As you're walking around to the north, what was it? The North Shield House?
North Shield House. Yeah.
Yeah, the North Shield House. That would be at T10, to the east of where you're at. Let's see.
More of a
pass
northeast
by,
Shield House.
what appears to be a very large building, T6, on your map. That is the Lion.
Oh, the Lion Shield Cost.
It is the Lion Shield Cost, but there's I think they call it the Lion House for the purposes of this. The Lion Share, which has the emblem of the Lion Shield Cost, which is a trading house, not a trading house, a merchant house out of Yarder for their headquarters. Now, Turja knows this. Garlo would know this too for some reason. And they sell mostly, they're like Tractor Supply Company of Neverwinter. I mean, no, not of Neverwinter, of the North there. Now, they do occasionally have a shop that has some more exotic stuff. You doubt that's what you're going to find here, but they definitely have stuff. Passing around through there, you then get to several different people's residences, and then you get to the North Shield House. The North Shield House is it's not too fancy, but it is nice. Stately, clean, and quiet. You go into the front doors, off the veranda. The crickets in the background and the birds chirping fade away to the smoky smells of roasted meats and leek stew simmering out of the kitchen. A bar that seems to be relatively quiet right now. There's like one or two patrons sipping something at the bar, but mostly to themselves. It appears, there are some people there. There are guest rooms on the upper floor. You can tell by the way this building is set up. But as you go in, the innkeeper, Urgala, steps up. Ah, adventurous. She steps forward, her dark curly hair matching her brown skin. I have rooms. How many would you like?
Let's go with 3 for now.
3 rooms, no problem. 2 silver a night, meals not included.
What's the pet policy here?
Not as long as my mastiffs don't want to eat it, you'll be all right.
Perfect.
I hand over to. How long are we staying?
At least through tomorrow.
Yeah.
I hand over a gold piece.
Oh, 2 nights, huh?
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. We'll hold the deposit.
We'll definitely
Yeah.
hold the rooms for 2 nights, though. We're not sure exactly when we're going to need to leave.
I hand over 2 more silver since 3 times.
Thank you. Very good. Yes, well, she hands you 3 keys. The 3 rooms on the right. When you get to the top of the stairs, no problem. First 3 rooms on the right. The tavern's open pretty well 24/7. 24/10. Sorry, forgot we're in the Forgotten Realms. But the food's served 3 times a day. High Sun is one of our better meals. High Sun Feast.
Oh.
Our evening meals are typically light in the summer because of the heat, and breakfast is served just before sunup for 2 hours. So the usual fare. Anything else I can do for you? You new in town? First time in?
Passing through, yeah.
All right. You here to buy horses?
I
Possibly.
think that was on our checklist.
Actually, yes, we need to buy a horse.
Everybody comes to Triboar to buy horses.
What are they
Better than the
coming on?
Amphail horses down south.
Oh, I'm sure. Do you have a recommendation for a ranch?
Oh, you can pick any ranch you like here, but I personally favor the Happy Horse Ranch. The Carnveller family does a pretty good business.
Cornfeller. Thank you.
Yes. You probably want to talk to Janelle Carnveller.
Friend of yours?
She's the family matriarch. She's probably more comfortable around horses than people, but she's good enough. Good enough.
Thank you so much. That's very helpful. Is there any shops where one might find more magical items around? I just need to replenish some stock that I might.
Afraid not.
Oh, okay.
This isn't Neverwinter.
Yeah, I just didn't figure.
Occasionally you can find stuff, but
Yeah.
you'd have to find the occasional person who comes into the market and decides to sell stuff.
Pop up,
There's
yeah,
a wizard up north on the ridge line, T15, I believe it is. And that is the Boar's Rest. And there's a wizard, Huth Kolstag, who moved in 5 winters ago.
Oh,
But
wow.
he's a ornery sort of real jerk who sometimes his gargoyles terrorize locals who get a little too close to his house. Protector of
sounds delightful.
Triboar has had to have a few words with him on more than one occasion. And then, was it last year? It was a big thing as everybody in town was awoken by thunder and lightning strikes as apparently someone tried to kill him in the middle of the night.
Oh,
Wow.
Happens.
what happened then?
Well, they stole horses from the cart and coin and escaped, and we don't know what. And they murdered a stable hand in the process.
Oh, it's terrible.
However, what's worse is the wizard never offered to reimburse the Widdens family for the loss and never admitted any responsibility for the event.
Well, if they attacked him, why is he
yeah.
responsible?
But you know what? I don't want to Get into village affairs. Sounds like
Is there
a
any
terrible time.
there any other local sites you might recommend if we're in town for just a day or two? Something local custom or something fun that we might do this evening?
Ooh.
Let's see here. Well, I think there's a number of things that are very interesting about this town. You've got Gueron's Slumber, which, if you look to the east or the west of us, the woods there in the center, you'll find an area where the trees are in eternal autumn. Golden leaves, golden and orange leaves. And it's said that the god Guerin or Miliki sometimes sets foot there at night. And rangers from all over come in to pay their respects, and at the same time, they say that Guerin comes to them and takes them with him wherever he goes.
Rafe, does Gon know that one?
Baron takes rangers away from the forest? That doesn't, well, you
Possibly
know,
on
maybe,
an adventure, who knows?
Do they
I
come
guess
back?
so.
I don't know.
Is that like what Gon makes you do? Doesn't he send you out to do cool things?
Well,
Did Gone grab you in the forest?
the
Is that what
walkabout
happened?
is more about serving the community than it is quote unquote crazy adventuring. But every walkabout is different.
If you're looking to go hunting, I would recommend you check into friendly competitor, Triboar Arms. Let's see here. Nemeth, savvy businessman over there, but his tavern is frequented mostly by the local scouts and rangers. They know the area like the back of their hand, and they often take people out for hunting expeditions. I'm a little old for adventuring these days, but I did spend quite a bit of it. And you can tell she does move with a grace and a quickness. And there is a long sword that you see right behind the counter that has been oiled and is well taken care of.
Before you go any further, madam, I actually should ask: are there any farmers that need assistance with their irrigation?
I don't know. You'd have to ask around. I wish you the best with that. You might want to check with some of the various different groups, but be careful how you do that. Politically here, that could be a problem. Let's see here. What was it?
I turned to Garlo. I could use some help irrigation myself.
I look at Lucy. Like, I think it's like a very much like Dad is talking about business stuff, so it's like an eye rolling. It's like, oh God, here we go.
Well, I mean, it's a little bit political if you were to do that, because you've got the Pleasing Platter, which is next door to the Ever Wyvern House. By the way, it's a great place to eat. Highly recommend it.
Madam, your pardon. I literally meant actual field irrigation, not the euphemism.
No. That's what I mean. Here's what I'm trying to explain. You see, there's a family here that they bottle spring water from the town. Which group is it? Hold on a second. I have to do a DM thing for a minute.
Crazy.
Geez, which place is it?
I turned to Sim. I kind of want to go watch people get taken in the forest. It kind of sounds cool.
My face pales as soon as you say that.
Like, did they just disappear, you think? What?
You're so new. Wow.
Okay, so the hold on a second here. The Pleasing Platter also has okay. The apothecary area. It's across the road from the North Shield House, actually. T23. she leans in and goes, the apothecary. He has a bit of a thing. He sells sweet water for a gold piece of flask. The sweet, naturally carbonated water. You see, it bubbles up from a tiny spring in the shed behind his cottage. He tries to make the most of his money by selling the water to the pleasing platter, because it's a lovely carbonated water. Sometimes they add a little hint of lime and lemon at the same time, and they sell it off, and it's quite delicious and refreshing. A little bit of sugar, a little bit of sugar as well, but nonetheless, yes, we saw that, Lucy. He sells that off, and as long as your irrigation isn't going to put his business at risk, you'll probably be okay. But just be aware of that. So if you're just talking about moving stuff off a river or out of a spring, you'll be okay as long as it's not going to interfere with his local business.
I see.
Just something to consider.
Well, I appreciate that information. I will endeavor not to create a political incident while I'm here.
Well, it's his livelihood, you see, and we all make our living as best we can, and it wouldn't take much to upset some of that.
Has anyone seen this spring, or has he just told everyone there's a spring in his shed out behind his house?
Well, I personally haven't seen it, but he goes in there and he comes out with full bottles and jugs, so I would assume that he does. And occasionally even fills up entire barrels for the pleasing platter. You could ask him if you want to see it so bad. I mean,
I'm just saying there's a lot of ways to fill up certain containers in a shed in the back, but, you know.
well, normally that type of filling isn't carbonated and delicious. I see what you're doing there.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Is there anything left over? Because what time is it when we rolled into town, give or take? Did we
It's
miss
about 10 in the
high noon?
morning. It's
Oh,
about
yeah,
11 now. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any nibbles left over from breakfast this morning? We
Oh,
just
it's
got
nearly
in.
time
It's
for
a little
lunch,
early
isn't
for
it?
the. It's almost time for lunch, but I don't know if it's ready yet.
You can eat now. We always keep soup ready to go, and we're roasting a pig now. So I'm sure some of that pig's ready to go.
Perfect.
The leek soup is fantastic. Highly recommend it.
Done and done.
Yeah,
I gotta put my
alright.
bags away.
Alright.
Go up to the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna lead Badger upstairs.
So you guys go put your bags away. You get yourself situated. You now know the town. Okay, roughly speaking. There are still plenty of things that you don't realize or understand. If you wander into some places, that's okay too. I'm going to mark on the map. On here, party location. Because you don't have a party adventuring name yet.
I have
we'll just
ideas.
use that. Boom. You are located here, and I will show that pen there. Now you should be able to see it. So you all see yourselves. You're right there at that location. So anywhere you wander around to, we will be happy to explain any buildings that look to be of interest. So you put your bags away. You come down. You eat yourself some food. Nothing fancy, but it is tasty. As you come out. Do you guys decide to step out for the day?
I
Sure.
think so.
Okay. As you step out and onto the road, you walk about. Are you going east, west? Where are you going?
I was actually thinking it might be a good idea to see if there's a general store around. Maybe pick up a few things we need.
I think that's the
Arlo
lion
immediately
shield.
identifies the lion shield cost to you.
Lucy,
is to
I'm
the left.
like, I don't know.
Okay.
I think your luck is as good as anywhere in finding if you need components or something. You might be able to find a few odds and ends in there, but not actually magic.
I'll live till Neverwinter. It's not that big a deal. I just figured I'd ask if there was any specialty shops.
Well,
I
the
figured mine-
apothecary sells, herbal medicines, salves of some kind of inefficiency or efficiency.
They might have some healing
That's-
potions. You never know when you need those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll take a stop if anybody wants to come with me.
Olden
or not,
Eighth's
I'm-
Arms, which is where is that? T17. Right
Do-
here, sells certain weapons of a very good quality. They are known quite well for their quality throughout the area. You're familiar with some of their swords and stuff like that. Asking around, the building across the way was the old Fohammer's Forge. He has since moved on and is working with another group at a mithril mine, or a mithril and adamantium mine, further to the west, so you've heard, and is helping reset that. However, there are possibly some stuff that his family is selling off that was left over from his days as well. What other types of stores are you looking for? There is
we need to visit.
There's
the ranch
right here, T11. There's
Horses.
a leather shop for handling horse harnesses, saddlebags, any other leather goods you want. And there is also a couple places to buy horses. And let me see here. That's the biggies.
All right, you want to knock out horses now, Rafe, or you want to hit that on the way out, or?
Yeah, we should definitely visit the Carnvellers and see if they have anything worth bargaining over. If not, there are plenty of other ranches, apparently.
Yeah.
Carlos starts bouncing because the name Happy Horse Ranch is very fun.
Happy horse.
Happy Horse Ranch. Do you think the workers are happy because they're horses, or do you think the horses are happy? Like, why do you think? What do you think the order is in this one?
I think the horses
Why-
would be sad to leave the Happy Horse Ranch.
I don't
Oh,
think
no.
the workers are horses, so they're probably not happy because they're horses.
Is it a ranch ran by horses? They can do that?
I've seen a horse once beat me in tic-tac-toe over in Waterdeep. So they're pretty clever.
Crafty.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Happy Horse Ranch is in this vicinity right here.
Okay. I say
And this is
we
where you see a lot of their horses.
say we go down.
And here
Where?
as well. But you'll be passing by the Lion Shield Cost right here, which is a general store. On your way down, you hear the thundering hooves coming in from the east of a number of different riders on horses who almost run you down as they go by. And they have the livery of nobles along with a few guards who are armed and armored with their tabards that show various different symbols on them of the nobility. You recognize the noble house of Amacothra and Cragsmere, Turgia. But that is it. And they say, "Get out of the way, sawed off, you!"
Hey,
And they just ride on by.
watch where you're riding. And I
They slow down.
I grab Lucy's shoulder and sort of like yank as a signal to be quiet.
Hey, what's the big idea? Nearly running us off the road.
They turn around.
Lucy, leave it go.
And a couple of them roll in, and there's two different liveries there. And who's the big mouth over here with the horns on his head? I
Where
don't
else would
know,
horns
but
be?
he looks about as dumb as a box of rocks. Tell me, where'd you get your shabby clothes?
Don't even. How dare you?
Your fashions are about 5 winters ago.
Poor James.
Hellish rebuke.
I grab Lucy's shoulder and I say, "Lucy, it's not worth it. Let's just
It's worth
go."
it. They've
How
insulted
would you
my
like us to
fashion.
settle this right now and just put you in your place?
Let's do it. And I come at me.
Do I know either of these guys' first names?
You don't necessarily recognize them, but they are definitely somebody's noble children.
All I'm gonna say, I'm gonna yell that you best keep it moving. You know what's best for you.
They
Pull out my rapier.
4 guards, two
I'll take you.
of each house, move in on you.
Let's go.
They look at the rest of you. He goes, "You guys aren't going to be any trouble, are you?"
Not if you keep moving.
No, we're not
That's
going to be
all
any
our
trouble. Lucy,
Great.
let's go.
And the 2 nobles move in, Do you draw a weapon, Lucy?
I've already drawn. I'm holding
Oh
my
my-
rapier.
Lucy,
Okay.
no, it's not.
The
worth
nobles
it.
hop down from their horses. Oh, he wants to be trouble. They both draw rapiers. So what are we doing this for? First blood, to the death? Which do you like today?
Garlo is gonna slowly kind of sneak to a little bit of the side, and then he's gonna let Stampy go and go. Oh shit! There's a fucking skunk! And see if it scares him off.
You see the first guard go, fuck, and just pull a crossbow and take a shot. He misses and begins reloading. Stampy
grab
immediately
the skunk.
scampers back to you.
I
grab
cast
it by
Mage
the-
Hands while everyone's watching the guy with the crossbow shoot the skunk.
All right.
Yeah.
Roll for initiative, everyone.
Oh,
Hell
God.
yeah. We're not going back to Waterdeep anytime soon. Oh yeah!
Big rolls, big rolls.
They insulted Lucy, that's one thing, but they took a shot at my
I will
skunk.
say this. You don't know how many guards it'll take to stop you, but you do realize these guys are pretty heavy duty.
Hey,
This
I'll put
is
him in the ground.
insane.
They're wearing
Why are we
plate mail
doing
guards.
this?
The nobles are not wearing plate mail. They're wearing some kind of noble leathers. And they're like, well, let's do this. Everyone's rolled for initiative.
yep.
Lucy, with an 18, you get to go first.
I got a 22.
Yeah.
But you guys are sitting tight for a minute.
Okay. All right.
Lucy, you get to
All
go
right.
first.
The first thing I'm going to do is immediately cast Thaumaturgy.
Okay.
Blah, blah. And I'm going to like just get as angry face as I can, yell at them and say, come at me. And I'm gonna like have the ground around me just rumble as I prepare my strike. I'm ready. I'm not making the first move. I'm gonna make these nobles dirty their hands.
Oh, look. He made loud noises, too. Psst, show him your horn. And the other one says to the first one, says, Roderick, I think that's a smashing idea. And he pulls a horn from his side, looks at you and goes, and hold on a second. You hear the loudest sound ever as a horn of blasting is now used against you.
Ooh.
Let me
I kind of want to kill him. Take it now.
I mean, we can take it.
I hope it didn't play the brown note.
Ooh.
I think it's a bummer that we already paid for the hotel rooms and we're going to have to run out of this town.
Let's see here.
Looking forward to that roast pig.
The entire area behind you shakes and shudders. A house literally has windows break, and the shingles start to fall from it. As for 600 feet all around, everyone can hear the thunderous blast.
Everybody knows
you to
they're
make a
assholes.
DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
DC 15 Constitution saving.
Did you say everybody?
Boom.
Need-
15.
Bam.
I need him
look
to
at
make a
that.
DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Done
Oh.
and done.
Okay. There we go. Congratulations. It wasn't too terribly bad. You take 13 points of thunder damage.
Easy.
You aren't deafened.
I want to smite these people so bad right now.
And
Don't you-
they begin laughing. Not so tough now, are you? Ah, now come on, do your worst. And the other one kind of looks at you and goes, and he takes a little shot at you. Does a
Whoa.
hey, thanks for the raid, Emporium Wayward Gamer.
Welcome.
Glad to have you and your friends with us tonight. Give us a follow if you can. Okay, and with that, let's see here. Let's get that roll out there. He misses. Ha ha! Oh, you dodged there. You can still hear. Come on now. Let's see what you're made of.
Okay. Remember, you asked for it.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
Okay.
cast Hellish Rebuke at level 2.
What does Hellish Rebuke do again?
A lot of damage, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he's
that's
gotta
probably
take
gonna
damage
kill
to
some
get it,
units.
right?
You asked for it. Remember, you wanted this.
Oh my god.
I do 24 damage
Hold on
Holy
a second.
heaven.
for a dex of 14.
Hold on a second. Doesn't Hellish Rebuke have to have someone get hit
It's a
first?
reaction on taking damage.
Yeah, you,
So-
you
You haven't
save.
taken
You
any
save.
damage.
I took
It
13.
equals take-
Oh, okay. That damage. I'm sorry. I thought it was from the person who just hit you. Sorry, it's not
No,
from
no.
someone who just hit you because it's a reaction from someone just hitting you, right?
Yeah.
You
Well,
didn't take your reaction then.
it doesn't say it's a reaction.
Let's see what it does.
It says in the cast.
Oh, it says one reaction. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I thought I had to wait until they were done with their turn. My bad.
No.
Okay.
So, but save that because that could be important for next time.
Okay. Good to know.
Oh, come on. What have you got now?
Oh, okay.
I'll let you do something
In that
else.
case, how close are we? How in?
Oh, they're in melee range. They're ready.
Melee
to pop
range?
you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well then, I'm gonna try my within 5 feet.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try my thunderclap just to knock them out. I blow my kazoo at them very loudly.
Okay. You do thunderclap.
Yep.
Okay.
The con 14.
Okay. One kind of goes, whoa, and apparently is taken off a little bit. The other one completely passes.
Okay, it's 1d6. It's 1 damage. Little baby pinprick.
Oh, that's enough, boys. He's cheating. And the guards move in and
No honor amongst the nobles,
begin
huh?
clubbing you.
Okay.
I'll put it this way. There's enough of them that it doesn't matter if you strike back. They're going to knock you unconscious.
Fair
And-
play. Fair play.
And you wake up to the feeling of a boot pushed into your forehead. And saying, and stay down, you little wretch. And they move back to their horses. Are any of the rest of you doing anything?
I used the mage hands that I cast before all this insanity got started to unbuckle the saddle girths on the horses.
Of the two nobles?
Yes.
Okay. I need you to make a dexterity check to see if you can do that in time for both of these during this melee. That's a very good move. But,
12.
okay.
Do I check again?
Yes. And the other horse.
8.
Okay. You managed to get the first horse done.
Uh-huh.
You did not manage to get the second horse done.
I thought you were
The
going to
one-
steal that horn, but holy shit, that's even better.
The one with
It
the
is
horn.
great.
The one with the horn. The first one, the second one gets on the second horse. And he says, Chet, this was delightful. It's always good to make sure that the commoners know their place, doesn't it?
Chet.
And
Roderick.
Chet gets up on the horse with this
These are
horn
my new
sort of
enemies.
blasting, and he goes, "You're right!" And he steps up and gets on, and then proceeds to fall right back down the other side as the saddle goes boop, boop.
I thought they were running away. Are they a minstrel show? What's going on here?
I don't suppose I can try to undo the second horse's girth again.
No,
Ah.
no, they're looking around like, "Who touched my horse?" And the guards are like, "Hey, we were watching the whole time. Nothing happened at all. I guess you didn't." And he goes back over and starts working it. Saddle. We're gonna go talk
Am I
to
at
Orthbeer
all
about
conscious
this.
at this point?
Do I see anything like interesting? Do I see any bulgy pockets that look like the right to be picked?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just want to know, am I conscious? Because if I am, I want to chuckle even from down on the ground. I want him to know I'm laughing at him for falling off his horse if I could see
You're
it.
in a semi-state of consciousness and unconsciousness. I don't know that you saw that.
Okay.
Your whole head hurts a lot.
Hey, it'd be worth it.
And they he gets up on the horse, and they both ride away further down the road and out of view almost.
No pocket
with their
picking?
guards trailing them.
But they definitely have more gold than they
Make a
need.
sleight of hand check to see if you can pick a pocket.
It's invisible, right?
9.
So does that?
Nope. You get advantage though, so
Oh,
make it
yes.
count.
Yeah.
Nah, I rolled double natural ones.
Yeah, both ones. Yeah.
What's a pocket?
A double one. You know, one of them like
One in
looks around,
400.
grabs it himself, and he goes, "First my second, now my what the hell is going on here? There's shenanigans afoot." And he storms off. They ride off. Close, but no cigar. Lucy
I pick
is
up Lucy.
sprawled out on the ground.
I pick up Lucy, get him on his feet. All right. Good work. Good
Felt like I
fight.
got hit by a wagon. Oh,
It was really good for your first try.
thank you.
Yeah, you're all like,
Incredible.
grr, and they were like, ha ha ha. But then you ended up, oh, ow. That's fine. You tried though.
I mean,
It's really interesting because I felt a lot more bigger than Gurr. But noted.
I walk up to Lucy and I give him a punch in the stomach.
Lucy, I need you to make a Constitution check real quick for me.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh God, please don't throw up on me.
Yeah, you threw up all over Turja. Right
Oh,
after that.
thanks, Lucy.
It was the
Oh.
lunch you just ate.
yeah, the
It,
leek.
Didn't eat yet.
Yum.
Oh,
Yeah,
that good
leek
soup.
No, we had soup.
Oh,
Yep, the leek soup. It was. It very
Mm.
much smells like leek soup and bile. You know, just all over you.
I wince and then I'm like, what were you thinking? You're
Hey.
lucky that all they did was hit you.
Insulted my clothes.
And for that, you decided to get a beating? What if they put you up on charges?
Lucy, I'm gonna be completely honest with you as your friend and dear friend. We've been riding for about 5 days now. The drip is looking a little faded.
Oh,
I mean it.
expected it from them, but from
I
you,
see it.
Garlo, it hurts the most.
We've been on the road. We haven't even bathed. These haven't been washed. Hurts more than any horn of blasting.
How can all of you have been alive this long and not figured out one of the basic points? Don't annoy the nobility. It's not worth it.
While they're arguing about this, I'm going to pay attention to where they go.
Yeah.
So they ride off around the corner and out of view, but they go to the south. It's
The
very
south
likely they went
Everwyvern
to Everwyvern House.
is okay. So, is it T5?
T3, I think. Hold on a second, let me make sure.
As I'm picking Lucy up from his second fall down, I'm just like, I think we might have found what we're doing tonight.
Heck yeah.
Everwyvern House is T20.
Let's just say, Turja, lesson learned. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Don't do it again.
And T21 is the pleasing platter.
I don't care what he says
Hit
about
us
your
and
clothes.
like read us off the road. It was a reaction. I'm not.
I'm not saying
Generally-
they're right. I'm saying it's not worth it.
On the contrary, robbing them blind is very much going to be worth it.
That works better if you don't get their attention by yelling insults at them.
Oh,
I flick my tail in habit. Like I'm like so dead, but I'm like, oh, that sounds good. Yeah.
thanks to Luciano's excellent performance, they now think we're a bunch of buffoons, and they will definitely not suspect us when all of their things turn up missing in the morning.
Do you know a
Performance,
better way
yep.
that they wouldn't suspect us? If they've never seen us before in the first place.
I mean,
Well,
can't do nothing now. Let's go get a horse. We are missing the Happy Horse Ranch.
I flick the vomit off my sleeves. Yeah.
sorry again, Turja.
There's little chunks of vegetation and leek there. It's quite fragrant.
Hmm.
You guys managed to make your way over to the Happy Horse Ranch. there is a couple young men out there who are working horses and training them. The main area where you're at is where you've walked into. There are a few horses there in the center at the stables. And then from there, you can see over the wall to the south, the large field there. There's a couple being worked around circles and checked out and all that. Some beautiful, beautiful brown horses, some white horses, some palominos and stuff like that as well. Some quality Triboar horses. Many of these horses are fairly great looking riding horses, but they do have more than a few war horses as well. Large, beefy horses.
I bet these horses could stamp Chet and Roderick's horses into the ground.
Chet and Roderick were riding war horses. Just
Their
so
horses look puny.
nobles don't get cheap horses.
We don't even want a war horse. We want a riding horse.
I mean, if it's on sale, I mean, just say-
No, you have no
Garlo
idea how
run-
much they eat.
Garlo runs and he's just like on the fence like a kid at an actual zoo. He's just like on the fence, like watching the horses run because it's.
Oh, and these
Fucking
horses
awesome.
are amazing. Like you see them do the little prance thing. You see them jumping the equestrian walls. You see them. I mean, these horses are ready to go.
We don't really need very expensive, very war horses. We just need horses. Well, really, one horse that can pull a half wagon.
They'll make fun of our horses.
Or you
Yes.
could ditch the wagon and sell the goods. It's your call.
What? I like the wagon. Rafe worked hard on
Okay.
the wagon.
Okay, keep the
I
wagon.
don't think Rafe will let us ditch the wagon. He likes it
They've
so
worked
much.
hard.
It's a two-wheel wagon. I mean,
It's a half wagon, guys. It's not a big deal.
it's a half a bago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
let's just get horses.
Yeah, we just need a cart horse. Not a big deal.
I'm
Okay.
up for anything.
So they have draft horses for 55 gold pieces.
Are we just getting one to replace Sims? Or are we getting two?
Well, if we get a draft horse to pull the wagon, then Sim can have the horse that's being used right now. So then we'd have a wagon horse dedicated.
Great.
We'd
Because
have
what we
four-
have are riding
yeah,
horses
Four riding horses,
and one draft horse.
one draft horse.
It might pay to get another horse as a spare. You never know what might happen on the road.
Oh,
Sure,
you want to
if-
double our horsepower? All right, I get you. Didn't know you were a wagon head. All right.
The
okay.
thing is
Garlo
if
has
you have
new
a draft
respect.
horse and a riding horse, so you have two horses on the wagon and they're both different horses, they're still going to move at the slowest horse speed. So just
Right, which is why we're buying draft horses, not
Mhm.
riding horses. We have four
Which
riding
will-
horses.
Mhm.
I'm down.
Okay. I guess we should negotiate for 2 draft horses then.
Aye. I
Okay.
look for a proprietor.
55 gold apiece. So one of the sons or one of the young men sees you there and he calls out, Aldo, we got some customers. And you see another guy step out from what looked to be behind the wall that you didn't see. A third young man. He comes over, hops over the fence. How y'all doing? Y'all here for horses?
Yes.
Why do you have something else?
Well, I mean, sometimes we have people get lost and think that they're in the right place, you know. So,
Yeah, the
anyway,
horses are fine.
you're here for horses. What kind of horses you looking for?
I looked at Rafe.
We all look to Rafe.
Draft
I'm looking at
horses.
horses.
Luciano, we're looking at draft horses.
Yep, that's what we're here for.
Well, we have some of the best horses in all of the Sword Coast. So, what can I interest you in? You want draft horses?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Our draft horses are some of the finest in the world. 55 gold pieces apiece. They're in their second year. They're some of the strongest horses you'll ever find. You can till fields, haul wagons, whatever you need to do with them. Come on over here, take a look. See these hooves? Some of the best,
I'm
strongest hooves you've ever seen.
I'm slowly fading backwards so that Luciano can take point here.
They're strong.
Yeah, those
See how many hands high they
their
are.
hooves look
Look
real
at the
good.
hind
What
yeah.
about Cimarine? Can she talk to them or something?
These hindquarters can pull all day long. They're bred specifically for purpose. Good
That sounds
fur,
mighty fun.
good coat. See how smooth and shimmery it is? That's because we add some carrots in with the feed and grain, and they eat quite well.
Is that what they take? I mean, we don't often travel with carrots. Is it just normal feed or?
Well, we just mix it in. It helps with the coats. I mean, it's not a requirement, but it sure is nice, and the horses like it. Isn't that right? The horse just kind of looks at him.
That is a good one there.
There you go. The horse actually says, "No, it's terrible."
Okay, and you got any others on the ranch?
We got 5 or 6 of these right here, ready to go, right here in the stable.
55.
You need how many? You need 8 horses. I mean, how many you need?
No. I just didn't know if there was different variety, if different sizes. Just
Well, I mean,
seeing what
these
you
are the
got.
draft horses. I mean, you need a different kind of horse. You need.
No, draft works. So we're looking for, and I looked for Rafe. Yeah, we're looking for 2 horses there.
2? Well,
yeah.
These 2 are ready to go. No tack or anything comes with them, but they're ready to go when you are.
Oh, fantastic. Do you? And I look. Are we stabling them with our wagon, or do we want to leave them here till we pick them up?
We'll stable them with the wagon.
Okay.
We already paid.
You can leave them here if you want to pay for them now. We'll stable them until you're ready to pick them up.
That sounds
If you want.
wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Or we can deliver them to whichever location you want. That's not a problem, as long as it's in town.
Yeah. Yeah. I think 2 will be great. You said 55 apiece. Any chance we can just make it even 100?
This is the Happy Horse Ranch.
That would make me
the
mighty
best
happy, sir.
horses, and these are top of the line draft horses in their prime. So pretty sure we should be asking for 60 gold apiece.
I'm pretty sure we said 55.
That's right.
So that's what I'm saying.
55,
maybe-
right? 110
55.
gold for both.
It's 55.
I'll take 110. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any of the mixed in carrot feed that you could provide us if we wanted to keep their coats nice and shiny?
How many days worth you need?
What's that?
How many days worth you need? We can get you 10 days worth, but that's about all we can give up.
That sounds good. How much would 10 days worth go for?
It's probably about 2 silver pieces.
Okay. Thank you. Look, I'm like, are we good for 2?
Yes, we're
All right.
good.
Yeah, we'll take them, and I reach out.
Who's got 110 gold?
I do.
It'd be or if it's a party thing, it'd be like 22 a pop.
Oh yeah. However you want to split it.
Or we can make Lucy buy them. That's fine.
I'll buy them.
I
You just
have
gotta buy
Lucy
me
buy
drinks.
them.
Lucy can just buy them.
We
I
already
mean, he
paid for
clearly
Lucy to
likes them
live.
so much. Yes.
I'll buy them. You just gotta buy me drinks. That's
He
my.
says, by the way, I don't mean to pry, but what happened to you, man?
Don't
You are
pry.
bruised up, mucked up. You were covered in dirt.
I bring on my
Did
confidence.
you fall
my
off the
performance.
wagon extra hard on the way in, man? Or
You should see the other guy.
The other
All
guy,
right.
to be clear, was a giant. He's doing pretty
Yeah.
well.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Giants. We had a bunch of giants attack the town. We're still
Oh, yeah,
rebuilding
that's
some-
too-
Yeah, we had to rebuild the fence up on the lot that the Triboar travelers had. The corner there at the northeast there got completely obliterated. Luckily, no horses were injured. And destroyed a
God
couple
bless.
buildings, set fire to some stuff, and it was horrible.
How did you guys? We saw a town just south of here it looked like it was destroyed by giants. How did you drive the giants off?
Well, these adventurers, they happened to be in town, and they just, they fought them off. It wasn't pretty, but they did it.
Who were these adventures? They go by any kind of name?
They called themselves the Stormbreakers. Now the heroes of Triboar.
Heroes of Triboar.
I noticed something odd about the town where it looked like giants attacked and destroyed everything. We saw animal corpses, but no human corpses. If you were attacked by the same people, do you have any idea what that might have happened?
No idea. Completely different kind of thing, I think. These giants were digging in holes and they dragged something off.
They dragged something off?
Yeah,
Do you know what it was?
big hunk of metal. Stormbreakers went after them.
Huh.
Is that where they are now? Because I heard they weren't in town anymore.
The Stormbreakers went after the giants.
Yeah, that's what
They're
I'm
not
asking.
in town.
Yeah.
Was the metal special in some way? Like, was it just like a pile of iron, or?
I didn't ask the giants any questions. I was kind
Well,
of,
God bless
try to
your
keep my
horses
horses
did not
alive.
get affected by those giants.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Me too.
Indeed.
oh,
God
110's good.
protects.
Cuddle up. I'll be back for the feed. But thank you so much.
Ma'am, if I could make a suggestion, you guys did check into a room with baths, right?
Yes, we are at the North Shield.
Okay.
Does the North Shield cost to have baths? I don't know if we checked.
Yeah, there's a bath in every room.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah. Now you got to call for the water to be brought up, but yeah, you're a bit fragrant, Miss.
I get like very red faced and I say, I'm aware. I'm going to take care of it. It was a recent issue.
You're kind of rude. There's no reason for pointing out that Lucy looked rough and that Terja looked smelly. That's just not very nice. We just paid you good money and you're being awfully mean.
It's all right, Sim. It's all right.
No, it's not all right.
He looks at you really confused. He's like, I don't understand. Like, I wasn't being mean. I was pointing out the obvious.
Exactly. So why did it have to be said?
Because I was trying to figure out what happened.
I think it's frankly none of your business, and I regret our business. I'm leaving.
It's fine. It was an accident.
Did you still want the horses?
Yes,
I mean,
please.
I paid you for the horses. I expect the
I
horses.
just want to make sure. What's the name of your party?
Yeah, Luciano and
Lucy's the one who
friends.
bought 'em.
We're
Just-
Luciano and Amazing Friends. That's the name of the party.
Okay, Luciano and Amazing Friends. All right. So when you guys come back, I'll make sure that they know that these two beautiful horses are waiting for you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
I
as
turn
you
around and I'm
step
just like-
away, we're going to take a short break, and when we come right back, we're going to find out what happens next in the mischief in Triboar. And we're back. Hey, thanks for tuning in and watching with us and being a part of our show. We've got some quick announcements before we get back to the action. And what do we got to start with here, guys?
Well, we have our reminder about our Amazon Prime for free Amazon Prime. Remember, everyone, if you have Amazon Prime, you also get a free Prime Gaming subscription. So please show your support to the Showcasting crew and hit that link in chat. Prime Gaming subscribers get access to sub-only emotes and also a special subscriber-only channel on the TGT Discord. So go ahead and click that link. Rob?
Streamloots is live at the Games Tavern. You can follow the link in chat to get your Games Tavern card packs. These cards can be utilized to help out the cast with things like inspiration for the entire party, luck points for players, and there are indeed some cards that are only collectible. And, I am contractually obligated to let you know that there are indeed even cards that can give the DM inspiration if you are so inclined. Mike?
Well, on top of that, don't do that. But a humongous thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring the show. You can use the link in chat to check it out for yourself. It is the place to play your 5th edition games. You can access rules, adventures, and other supplements. And it also provides digital tools like character builders, digital character sheets, and all sorts of other tools for your gaming use. It is the only reason why I am semi-functional playing this game. We think so highly of it that it is the official virtual tabletop of the Games Tavern. So to make it even better for you, you can use the link in chat and use promo code TGTShard20 to get 20% off on all your subscriptions. Do it now.
Do it.
Do it. Do it now.
Do it now.
Today, we are giving away a mystery dice pack from our friends at 1985 Games. Type !epic once you see the notice in chat that the raffle is live. And guess what? It totally went live right as we hit our break. So do it. Do the thing. All of us are saying do it. So it's bound to have bountiful rewards for you. You must be a resident of the US or Canada, excluding Quebec. Here's the thing. They stole my last brain cell that I had for the day. I can't think of anything clever, so they're just not allowed to participate. You also must be a follower to enter. We'll continue to take entries until the end of the stream, so be sure to stick around as you must be present in chat for the staff to contact you when we pick our winner.
This is the pack right here,
Ooh.
waiting for the person who gets it. Tell your friends you can all win. All right. What do we got next? Anything? That's it? So I cannot gracefully put this pack away. and start up the next piece. So we'll just begin to kick off right where we are. Can I get some more country town music real quick here? All right. So what? You've just bought your horse. You've stepped out. You hear the sounds of work being done throughout the area. As hammering and nailing from some buildings getting some repairs and some other things going on. You hear the sounds of horses galloping around inside the fenced compound just south of you, and occasionally in the distance you'll hear shouts or statements, maybe even a little bit of laughter. What do you wish to do now?
Probably clean up a little bit.
Oh yeah. Maybe not a bad idea. We have gotten some comments.
I vote for this as well.
So where are you headed?
Back to the inn.
Back to the inn. Okay, I thought you were doing some shopping.
We can do
stop at the
shopping
general
after
store, I
baths. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna
If
go
you
to the
guys
bath?
wanna
All right.
go-
So you head back to the inn. You get a quick bath. Takes you about an hour. You manage to clean your laundry at the same time because why waste good bath water? And you all get your stuff in. I'm sure you either switch clothing to dry clothing, or do you have something else you're going to wear, like nicer stuff or something? What are you guys going to do here? What's the plan?
Same outfit, different color scheme.
You guys have outfits you can do that with, right? Because some of you picked up some glamored stuff. If I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Well, we all picked up a fancy outfit for when we went to the opera.
Are we gonna do that in the
I-
middle of the country town though? Like right now?
That's what I'm saying. I
there
can put
are
them on.
people
I'm using
wearing
my
nice, noble like clothes. In town.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do that now.
I mean, I can put them on. I'm using my hat of disguise to look the exact same as what I looked like before.
You're gonna put them on, but you're gonna use
I'm
the hat
covering
of
'em
disguise
up.
to
Yeah,
bring
yeah,
it
yeah.
back. Okay. Okay.
I'll put on. Sim, if you want to get dressed up, I'll put on my nice clothes.
I
I've
want
got
a
my,
Hunger Games
my
like
walking.
spinning moment.
Instead of my axes, though, I have my nice cane that I did buy. That is essentially a shillelagh, but it is a nice walking stick. So
Nice.
Okay.
yeah.
Dapper.
Anybody else changing from what they normally wear?
Nope.
You're not gonna wear your fancy dress at all, Turja?
I guess I will turn in my traveling clothes and put on the fancy garments.
Yay!
Okay.
Fancy party!
His fancy priest wear. Okay.
Yeah, it looks the same except fancy.
Okay. Anybody else? So Turja, you're going to be the only one not wearing actual fancy clothes.
And I am going to stick by that.
Okay. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that at all. So,
I ask Rafe and Sim because now and Lucy, are you disguised as normal clothes?
Yeah,
Lucy,
yeah, yeah.
or-
I want my Hunger
Okay.
Games moment. I want the dress.
Alright,
I want the
alright,
the
perfect.
clothes to burn away, and I'm like,
Oh, that Hunger Games moment.
Uh,
Good.
what Hunger Games moment were you talking about? Okay, never mind. I asked Sim. I asked the fancy squad. All right, so what's our cover? Are we also nobility? I'll be a guard. I'll be like a undercover guard.
I'm
Dressed
the
up
babysitter,
fancy.
clearly.
then who's the baby?
Will be
Um,
Marchioness Laurel Poppy Clover.
The Marchioness is clearly the baby here.
What was the? Can you say it one more time? Hold on.
Burgess just
Poppy
bent over
Clover.
laughing at this idea.
Yeah.
What?
Poppy Clover? Was that right?
Oh, that's the last name. Marchioness
Marchioness.
Poppy
Laurel.
Clover.
Marchioness Laurel Poppy Clover. Okay, I'll be Tobin.
I mean, it's a bit unimaginative, but we can work with it.
Okay.
Is
Yeah,
there
yeah.
a reason
Note
you're all
taken.
dressed up? You're all dressed up, and you want to pretend to be the Marchioness Poppy lover,
Clover.
Poppy Clover.
Poppy Lover's a much different thing.
Oh, okay.
Cause it's fun.
Beautiful name.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm borrowing it from someone else, but it fits nice.
Oh.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, what is your title, Madam Poppy Clover?
Oh, Marchioness.
Martinez, of course.
Yes. It's like a marquee, but me.
Perfect.
Love
All
it.
right, and so Rafe, you and I are just babysitters, making sure
Right.
the Martinez is safe.
Sure. That seems as reasonable and plausible as anything else.
Hey Sim, you're gonna have to teach me how to get these names. It's so hard to come up with random identities.
Oh,
You
what
know-
you do is you go to a person and you say, "Can I have your name?" And then they tell you their name, and then you have their name. It's easy.
Okay.
Rafe, what's your undercover name?
It's Rafe.
It's Rafe.
Sure.
Why would I need an acquired name?
I thought we were all doing characters or something.
Oh, characters. Okay. Well then, I am... Let's go with Felipe Buttersworth.
Felipe Buttersworth. Yay!
Wonderful.
We're gonna have so much fun today.
That is inspired, Rafe.
you will have to remind me of all these names. 'Cause like you're
I look at her.
Adam, Poppy Clover, and I don't know that I can remember all these ridiculous names, but I'll do my best. Okay.
Garland.
Felipe, what now?
Yes.
Buttersworth? Yes.
Okay.
And Garlo, what's yours?
Loger.
Logan.
Ogre.
Okay.
Ah.
Strong name. Confident
Nice.
name.
Honestly, I don't know that I've heard a stronger name before.
It's not too late, Tertia. Do you want to join us?
What if the name was literally strong name?
Loger Strong Name is who I am.
Logar, strong name. I like it.
Out of game for a second. Lucy can make us like fake IDs with this, right? Like with all these
yeah, I
fake
definitely
aliases.
100% I can. I have the skills.
Just something to mull over.
Is paper identification something that is commonly checked in Triboar?
It could be
The only
checked
people with
anywhere
a
if we
type
wanted
of
to have.
paper identification in this area would be people who carry their writs from nobility, knighthood, or other official documentation, like if they were with the Lord's Alliance or other organization that's officially recognized. So, or merchant writs, which are writs of credit to show affiliation and also to, use for money.
We got one of them.
To gain credit.
Oh.
So in terms of paper documentation, there's not a driver's license per se or anything like that here.
Oh, yeah.
There has been.
I turned to Garlo and I'm like, as soon as we get to Neverwinter, I can make some pretty nice things. I remember I got to meet with Ren's
Ben,
friend. That's right. Yeah.
And so what are you doing, Turgeon?
I'm waiting to see what happens.
So you're just going with them as you?
Call me Pona for the evening.
Pona.
Pona.
Okay.
Is Terja wearing nice clothing or?
No.
Nope. She's wearing her traveler's clothing.
She looks
Actually,
like
you know
our hired
what?
muscle.
I think I'm going to change.
Yay! Into?
Yeah,
Where did you buy all your clothing?
in Waterdeep.
Yeah, but what was the name of the establishment?
Hold on.
Ooh, hold on.
Yeah.
Why we take notes?
That was like episodes ago.
Yes, it was.
That's how that works.
The decorated man. We got him from James.
Yeah, that's why I said I was mad at him for dissing my clothes. 'Cause
You got those from the decorated man in Daggerford?
Daggerford.
Yeah.
Did we? Hold on.
No, this
Yeah,
was
I don't
before,
think so.
before
Daggerford.
Theater Night.
Oh, Waterdeep.
Daggerford. We got it in
You got 'em
Waterdeep
in
in the
Waterdeep.
south.
Yep, hold on. I had to
No,
go
you didn't get
further.
them in Daggerford. You got them in Waterdeep.
Waterdeep. Yeah, they were in Waterdeep.
Silverwell's clothing shop from
Yep.
James Silverwell.
There were two Jameses,
All
James
good
I.
men in fashion are named James, obviously.
obviously.
Okay. So
Glad I took that note.
as you guys are stepping out, everyone in the tavern is like confused how these fancy people just showed up in this inn. And thank you for changing the name on your name for me there, Alex. I
Oh, that's
appreciate
very
that.
handy. I'll do that.
So as you set up and step out, I mean, are you guys stepping out onto the street and walking along the pathways there, or how are you guys going to do this?
Confidently.
Confidently, so you step out. Okay, boom, boom,
Step
boom.
out, but also like maybe looking at the ground, like, oh, it's filthy. I'm gonna try my best to be a noble. However, it's gonna be a caricature of a noble.
Absolutely, absolutely not a problem. So you do your best impressions of pretentious,
Mhm.
and you're delightfully pretentious yet unrefined, somewhat tacky and yet perfectly hell-bent on maintaining this every step of the way. I think your shirt is appropriate because you have this pink shirt with this innocent white heart that shows that you have no idea what you're really doing, but perfect. And are you at the head of this group there?
I'm leading. I'm blocking where she's wanting to go, but I'm playing Secret Service. I'm just like
Okay, so this
Basically
this
just-
half pint stocky gnome is walking in front, and occasionally you have to shift positions to. Oh shit, she's moving to the. Why doesn't she just walk in a straight line?
Who's got her back?
Easily distracted. Oh, a butterfly. Wait, no, I'm being a count or whatever.
Mhm.
I'm being a title.
Okay. Philippe Buttersworth, where are you walking amongst this crowd here?
Right beside the Marchioness Laurel Poppy Clover.
Okay. Pona where are you walking with respect to the Marchioness?
I am. I'm basically. I have my arm hooked in hers, like we're buddies, and we're just
Okay.
walking together.
Okay. And Tobin with the horns.
Yep, Tobin. I'm just
Uh-oh.
keeping I'm keeping pace with them, but I'm definitely doing my own thing, just kind of giving the noble eye, like looking around and making sure everybody sees me.
To the rear or
Yeah, towards the rear of the party.
okay. Okay. All right. So I see you're pointing the chin up, fronting the mouth down. Okay. Okay. Um Logar, aka Garlo, cane in hand, steps forward and continues on. Where are you walking to as a party?
You want to go to the Wyvern house? Make a scene?
It's a little early for that, don't you think? Maybe we should do some shopping first.
We could do some shopping. We could get some carbonated shack water.
That sounds completely legitimate. Let's go get some carbonated shack water.
Well, they sell that at the dining hall for the Ever Wyvern house. Is the
Well,
what is it called?
it's a separate restaurant. The
Yeah.
Ever Wyvern House makes its own food too. This is kind of
Oh.
like a competitor, but it strictly is a restaurant. It doesn't. It's not also an inn like Ever Wyvern House, which is both a
Yeah.
very high skill restaurant. So, whereas Ever Wyvern House is probably your 5-star location, um, the Pleasing Platter is probably a 4-star.
Because they sell it to the Pleasing Platter, right?
They sell
water.
the carbonated shack water, yes, as you guys called it, to the Ever Wyvern House, yes. Or not the Ever Wyvern House, the Pleasing Platter.
Yep.
And it's called Sweet Water.
Water.
Sweet Water.
Go for a glass of sweet water. But we could also get some shopping done. Does anybody need weapons, general goods?
I do need more arrows.
I wouldn't mind a few spare daggers.
I need a new axe, actually.
Weapons?
And we're short on rope.
A general store?
So the
To the
general
lines.
store is right here. If you look at the map, is the map showing? Yes, so if you look right here, this building right here is the general store.
And
Make our
the
Right there in the
weapon
center
shop
of
is
town.
T17, right? It's up here.
Yes, that is the location where you can buy arms and armor. You can buy weapons in the general store, but if you want the finer stuff, anything that's over 50 gold is going to be found. All weapons of all bladed and other types of weapons, generally speaking, can be found up there. But lighter weight weapons that are about 50 gold or less, and armor as well.
I kind
can
of
be
pull out my
found at
pockets.
the
I'm like,
general store.
well, I won't be doing too much shopping, so we can go wherever y'all need to go.
I give Lucy 22 gold for the horses.
I do not.
Fair enough.
I give him 22 gold as well. I'll feel guilty if I don't.
Oh, Hona. Logar, thank you. Kind, too kind, but also just kind enough.
Well, personally speaking, while a fine axe is certainly something to be treasured, hand axes, you go through them pretty quick, so I don't think I need to be buying anything.
You're
that
also missing
fancy.
one because you left it in a giant.
That's why I'm needing to buy one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So you can find a hand axe at the general store. They have more than a few of
Limehouse.
those.
We can start there.
There's not like a racks upon racks of them like you'd find in Waterdeep at some of their locations, but they definitely exist. Let me see.
We can start
here.
there and go to the weapon shop if we want to,
Sounds like a plan.
or hit the weapon shop on the way out. It's really,
Price is about the same. It's about 5 gold pieces each for a hand axe. Nothing too fancy, nothing too bad. Works out.
Perfect. Let's head to
Alright.
the lion's house.
Yes.
So you find a hand axe there for 5 gold. No problem. Anything else you need?
Rope. How much rope we looking for, Philippe? Okay.
Hello, is this your first time here? No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Why, as it is.
Rope, normal hip rope's a gold piece for 50-foot rope.
Okay. 50 feet good, Felipe? Or are we looking for something a little longer? You're looking for extra rope, I guess.
Well, how often do we use rope? 50 seems fine. We can always get more rope. It's not like it's going out of style anytime soon.
True. Yeah. I'll take 50. Yeah. Throw that
Okay.
in the.
It's 1 gold piece.
Boom.
Anything else?
I buy 2 daggers.
Can I give the rope to Rafe to put in his bag.
I will indeed to take the rope and put
Daggers
it
are
into
2
the
gold
bag.
pieces apiece.
That's fine.
Okay.
And arrows?
Arrows are available.
Sweet.
How many you need?
Enough?
Enough. Well, it's 1 gold piece for what? That can't be right.
For 1 arrow.
1 for 1. Yeah. It is the truest arrow.
Arrow.
It's
Better
1
be
gold
1
piece for
quarter.
20 arrows.
I'll go ahead
Arrow
and
of
give
returning?
2 gold then. I'll take 40.
Wait, do you want an arrow
You're gonna
to return?
take 40 arrows?
I don't know, sure.
That's a lot of arrows. No, that's
I
not a
thought-
problem.
Oh, I was gonna say I
you're
have
like,
no real concept.
would you like a bag with that?
Yes.
A sack is 5 copper.
No. I want a gold back.
Okay. And he takes another 20 arrows and puts them back in the thing. He just slides the arrow there, hands you the gold. There you go.
Actually, can you break this other gold piece for me?
Into what?
Can you break it
Smaller
up into
gold
silver?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
Puts it down and slides 10 silver over.
What I'm trying to do at this moment is the con where you just start doing the coin back and forth exchange too much and end up with more coin.
Oh gods.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to make a deception check
Okay.
Do it.
using dexterity
Dexterity.
modifier.
Does the like
She has a pretty good
fancy
dex.
title and dress like help?
She couldn't possibly be swindling.
She's too fancy to swindle.
He looks confused why someone in such an outfit would buy arrows in the first place. But,
I got a dirty 20.
with your
says-
dex. Okay, yeah. So you managed to make 10% back on a gold. So you get
A silver.
a silver back out of the exchange.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry. I don't have a head for numbers. Thank you for the arrows. Thank you for dealing with the coin. I hope you have a wonderful
Yeah.
day.
He's confused because he's trying to like suddenly sort all these coins that are there. It's fine. Sorry.
Oh, don't apologize. You're doing great.
Yeah.
Does this look like a place where I can sell that pearl necklace I found in Sousage?
You can certainly try.
I'll take that as a no. So I sort of like give the.
You can certainly try is not that's not a no. Okay, so that's not a loaded statement. I just want to make it clear. You can certainly try means. Do you have any reason why you think you couldn't?
Oh, I
Like
think
that,
goods
right?
might be. I mean, this is like a general store. I wouldn't normally try to sell jewelry there.
And you probably should follow your thoughts there if that's
Okay.
how you feel.
I should.
Really?
I sort of give the shopkeeper a condescending look, and I say, "Do you have any jewelry stools around here?"
Not really. I mean, occasionally we get the mail order for something that's sent in, but most of the time, no. Most of the nobles who come into town bring their own stuff.
I pull the necklace out of my pocket and I say, "What do you think you could give me for this if I tried to sell it to you?"
What was the value of it?
You said 50 gold.
Okay. You saying anything else about it?
Yeah, I got it from a friend. Well, I don't know if I could call her a friend. You know how annoying like other nobles can be sometimes when they're trying to suck up to you and flatter you and give you things, but obviously this is far too low class for me. I was wondering if you could sell it to me, if I could sell it to you.
Takes out a an eyepiece and a monocular thing, and he looks at it, and well, the pearls these are pearls, right?
Yes.
Pearls.
I
They're
roll
not
my
obvious.
eyes. Like pearls are just
Yeah.
like so crass and
Well, there's only a
lowbrow.
few of them on there. I mean, it's very nice. I would offer you 35 gold for it.
I was hoping for at least 40.
I don't think I could even sell it here for 40.
Well, needs must, I suppose.
Make
Fine,
a percent.
35 it is.
Oh, okay. Hold on one moment. He goes around the back and comes back out with a stack of coins, puts them down. There's 35 gold for you.
When he's going out and back for the coin, I tell the others, make sure you mention my fake name when he comes back. I want him to know my fake name.
Okay, the necklace, please. He
I hand
slides
it
the
over.
coins over. He checks
really
it again,
gonna
just to make
take
sure you didn't switch
35?
it out on him when he left and came back in. He goes, "Well, thank you very much, ma'am." And he goes back around the back again. You hear, a large clunk clunk, and then he comes back out. Is there anything else I can do for you fine folks today?
What a wonderful family heirloom you will have that you received such a gift from Ponya Wavesilver. Yes, quite.
Lady Pony Wavesilver.
You
Lady
don't need
Ponya
to intimidate the
Wavesilver.
poor man, it's rude.
Okay, well, thank you, Lady Wavesilver, for your
Yeah.
patronage.
I'm gonna actually see, as during the hackling and whatnot, is there a bullseye lantern in the shop?
There absolutely is.
Because Garlo's thinking about that dream and having a flame that maybe wouldn't get blown out is on
It
his mind,
is.
so-
It is actually really well made. It has the piece to magnify as well as close the lens as well. So it's 10 gold pieces. It's no joke because lanterns are there, but it comes with a free flask of oil, so you can load it.
I'll take that and a extra 2 or 3 vials of oil, just like
2 or 3
restock.
vials of oil. Okay, that's not a problem. We have some oil here. Let's see here. That's 1 silver piece per vial. And if you bring it back, we recycle the vials for 1 copper piece apiece once emptied.
Very well.
How thrifty of
thank
you.
It reduces our waste here in town.
Oh yes. Be conscious.
Right.
I have a friend who I feel like very much appreciate the.
Yes, you guys look magnificent. I'm sorry. What happened to your face? Looking at you, Tobin. Is that a boot print in your cheek?
Eh,
Is that a bruise in the shape of a boot print? That looks painful as hell.
sparring. You have to learning to fight. I'm trying to pick up something new.
Right.
Be more physical with myself, so I don't have to rely so much on others to protect me. You know.
Yes, I wouldn't
Obviously,
want to fight
still
with
learning.
you at all. No,
Yeah.
no, but man, that looks so painful.
Barely feel it.
Wow, you're so tough.
Oh, he's making me
Anyway.
think about it, and now it's hurting more.
Is there anything else I can get you?
Thank you.
All right.
friendly
Y'all have a
smile.
nice day. And as you
Hair
leave, you hear
toss.
the bell ring. Da-ding, da-ding, as the door hits the bell on the way out. You are now standing outside the front door. that place, the Lion Shield Cost local establishment.
Are we trying to sell our fake names?
So you now
Loud
have
and
in your
proud?
hands, besides your fancy clothes, a bullseye lantern, several vials of oil, a hand axe, a 50-foot hempen rope, and some other things too. What are you doing with all this stuff?
Does
Why
Rafe
did you
have
put
his
the
bag
roof?
of holding?
It went into Rave's bag. Yeah.
Okay,
No.
okay.
Remember,
so all that stuff went.
the
okay.
Marchioness is well prepared.
For anything.
Okay.
Well, were there any other errands, or can we go have a good time? It's never too early.
I am definitely open to picking back a few potent brews.
I think
Potent
we start
potables.
slow. We go make ourselves comfortable, and maybe then we'll have people come to us. We'll make ourselves look mysterious and new, which should be easy.
Well, if we go to the Upper Wyvern House, this should be very easy because I've never seen this before.
We'll make a splash.
So I know we had some little chatter. Are we wanting to case the joint? Go after Chet and Roderick? Or are we just wanting to, just pretend to be fancy folk for a bit?
All I am aware of is that we're being fancy folk currently.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean we can case the joint. I don't know if we should be casing the joint dressed as we are, but we could definitely make a round.
All right.
We have to make sure it's safe, after all.
So Garlo will lead on to the Ever Wyvern House, whittling his cane.
As you guys are walking down, there are a few more noble groups that turn off and head down from the road to your north to the intersection, and you see them pass down the road intersection in front of your party, making their way further south to the Ever Wyvern House. As you go past the lovely, pleasing platter, the smells and aromas of food are quite taken from the kitchen. It's almost as if this particular area of town makes sure that the smells of decadent, delicious foods wafts through the area to attract the nobles. It's now roughly 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, or 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Tea time, by any stretch of the imagination. As you're rolling in, a few gentlemen are on the veranda at the front as you're walking up. Garlo in the lead, Marchioness with arm in arm with Hona in her alternate identity, with Philippe Buttersworth just to the other side, and Tobin, the tiefling, right behind. You do overhear the gentleman speaking. Yes, the broadsheet says right here, Nightstone was attacked. It was attacked, and the Nightstone was stolen right from the very front of the hall by giants. I'm not sure why they would do such a thing. Well, not giants, great big beasts in the night. They stunk of putrid filth, it says. People were beaten back and nothing else. Lady Nandar herself was completely slain, and her inheritance was given to a Lady Ashera Eric along with all of her title and holdings. It says here Lady Ashera Eric is an elf. Ugh! As if we would ever let such a thing happen. How did an elf get a noble title in Waterdeep? I swear. I don't know, Herschel. I've never heard of such a thing. I shall have some more brandy and think about this. We should do something about this. It's terrible that an elf has gotten in amongst the nobility. wouldn't know the first thing about them except that they're hoity-toity. They probably will gain the favor of the open lord and terrible things indeed. Yes. And that's what you hear as you walk up. As you get up the steps to the front, that was on one side. On the other side, there is two gentlemen sipping on libations. Roderick and Chet, once again, sitting, guards on either side.
Oh dear.
Oh, looky here. Nobles from Neverwinter, maybe? Merchants, perhaps?
Mind your tongue, lads. You are addressing the Marchioness Laurel Poppyclover and Lady Ponya Wavesilver. Best be on your manners. From Silvery Moon.
Marchioness of Silver.
I'm sorry, what? You would have told me, Poppyclover. What are you thinking?
Of the Sealy Court.
Of the Shaley Cart?
I'm from Waterdeep, you dolt. Get it right.
Neverwinter.
If you want to keep your job.
Apologies, madam.
Can you... yes, right. Wonderful. Welcome to Everwyvern House. Yes. Cheers! Pinky's out. And they clink their glasses and take a sip.
As always, the manners on the Cothra and Craftsmere leave much to be desired.
And then from inside the open door to the front, because the front doors are wide open, where people can come and go. You hear, "Oh, Auntie, I don't know why you have to be so uptight." Bumps right into you, Paula. Staring you straight in the face
Oh crap.
is none other than your childhood friend, Esvel Rosnar, who stops and goes,
Before she says a thing, I step on her foot and I say, "Oh,
Ow!
you remember me, Esvel? It's Pona. So good to see you."
And she looks at
I
you. and
wink
goes,
at her.
You... A wink. I thought you said weaken.
I wink at her.
We
Yes.
can her.
By breaking her toes.
Yeah, I was like, dang. Okay.
Mona, it's so good to see you again.
It's been
How's
forever.
things in
Waterdeep?
yes, how's your merchant family in Waterdeep?
They're doing as well as ever. Not that I speak to them more than I can avoid.
And as this conversation proceeds, you hear, "Oh, I don't know why you keep running off without me. Oh, who are these people?" "Oh, Auntie, it's my friend Pona from when we were children. Don't you recognize her?" "No, I don't," she says. "Oh, Pona, are you staying here?"
Not in this building. It's a little low brow for my taste. I glare at Roderick and Chet. But we're at the North. Well, I'm at the North Shield House. If you'd like to call on me later.
Perhaps. Why would we go to the North Shield House? That place is burned down twice. It's full of ruffians and locals. Oh, come now. We have our ride out to the country to check out the new horses for your father. Yes, Auntie. Perhaps later.
Yes, it sounds like you might need a break.
Perhaps. After dark. She then looks over. "Well, where is the cake? Where's the carriage?" And she yells into the building, and then you hear, "I am so sorry. I did not mean to mess this up. Hold on. Draven, hurry up!" And you hear a loud snap, and a carriage appears, drawn by 4 horses. It's a very light green outer casing with some lovely filigrees and dark lavish woods. They get in along with 2 to 4 guards, 2 on the back, and then 2 more guards on horses, with, of course, the driver and a co-driver at the front. Please, let's hurry up. We've got a schedule to keep. We must be back before dark. I don't want those ruffians starting up again. Oh, Auntie. And the carriage takes off.
That's a lot.
I need the rest of you to make perception checks real quick to see if you picked up on what just happened.
Very confused.
Goodness no. So much
I'm
no.
gonna add. Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be fine.
Luciano and Cimarine both realize something's up. You don't know what's up, but you know some lies and some winks and exchanges just happened. Especially Sim. But Luciano, from your experience in this world as well, that shouldn't have gone down that way.
Are you sure? I rolled a 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then I looked at the wrong
I thought you
person
rolled
there.
a.
I saw a 19. No,
That
Oh,
was
that's
a
from the
four.
dex
far.
check.
Sorry, Sim. You're just too busy going, I'm a Marchioness.
Really, like,
Jesus! Yeah.
like
so
when people hear someone else's accent, you're just picking up on Auntie's accent now.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry. Yeah. The only one who picked up on it was Luciano. That went down a little funny. Something's not right. Like, she should have walked all over Turja, but she didn't. And she agreed with what Turja said. Now, mind you, you're seeing this from the back, so that's
Yeah.
the only thing you were able to pick up on.
Huh. Everything all right up there? But you going in?
Yes,
You hear
let's,
light music playing inside the doors. Or inside
hold-
from the doors.
Lead on. I'll ask go to the bar, or I guess, do we just ask for a table?
So when you step in, this place is lush. It is ostentatious. It's almost like a grand parody of the grandest Waterdavian noble house throwing a revel at all times. The snobbery is only equal by its foppery. Can I get some snobby noble music somehow thrown in there? Maybe some something. Give me something I can work
Make it
with.
so.
Make it so. Minstrels playing quiet background music. There are floating plants, mini huge sitting atop of many huge drift globes that float randomly throughout the area. Startlingly gowned women and some dashingly sashed and ruffled out men chat, stroll, and prance about, and occasionally even sneer at each other as they move about the area. Turja and Luciano, you easily recognize that some of these people are not actually nobles, but what are known as fancy lads and fancy lasses, escorts for hire. As you come in, the gentleman who approaches you, yes, welcome. I'm Draven Milvier. I am the proprietor of Everwyvern House. What can I do for you today? Are you here for staying? Are you here for meals? What do you wish? We shall grant you.
Yes, I am.
I was gonna take charge. if that's
You go
okay.
ahead.
He looks at you directly, Marchioness.
So I want to offer this to the DM as a kind reminder. I have the feature for Traveler, specifically All Eyes on You. Folks are able to recognize I am not from here. I have that fey glow about. And
Yes, you enchanting magical creature, you.
People may or may not be interested in hearing stories of things and adventures and such. Just as an added glow to this moment.
As long as your gold is real.
So I go to speak and I clear out my throat. Yes, won't you be a dear? And go fetch us a table. Enough to accompany my entourage, please.
Absolutely. All meals are 15 gold a plate, but it is a sumptuous treat. A 7-course meal with every plate. So, I will be happy to take care of your entire entourage. Toby, come here. Toby will get you to your seat. I'm assuming you'd like a nice corner booth.
Why would we want a corner booth?
Lady, what is your name?
Yes. And I hand out my hand in a limpfish fashion.
Yes, and he bows and only touches his forehead to it. I would not bear to convince myself that I was of station to kiss Milady's hand. But I am proud to make my establishment available to you. And he makes flowers appear and hands them to you.
Ooh, fancy.
I look bored as I take them.
Yes. Toby, hurry up with that table, please. And a masculine man, fully dashed, sash around him, muscles bulging, ruffled collars, ruffled cuffs, and he's, yes, please come to this table for you. I have it. And he immediately walks ahead. Is this table to your liking?
I give it a once over and then I look over at Pona. What do you think?
I suppose it will do.
And then I snap my fingers for anyone to pull the chair out for me.
No, oh, yes. And before he can even grab the chair, Draven Delamvir, Milovir, is there. Please, milady, allow me to open the door to remove the chair for you. And he pulls the chair out. Just as you sit, he pushes it in just the right way. Our manners here are impeccable. Our food here is sumptuous. Our drink here is the best in the area. If there's anything for your need, we are fully aware of the latest dining fashions from Waterdeep and Neverwinter, whatever your hearts contain.
Well, impress me.
And you
I'm
shall
impressed.
be. You shall be indeed. Oh, crap. Yes, we shall make sure that your food is the best you can ever find. Please, I will be right back. I will, do you wish to order anything in particular, or you just wish us to surprise you with delicious foods tonight?
I look at the group. Any dietary restrictions?
You have any cigars, mate?
We absolutely do. We have great cigars from 3 different locations south of the area, but our finest are the Amnian cigars, of course. They make them fresh there and dry the leaves, and then they roll them fresh in there, and they bring them directly up through Neverwinter by ship, and then we have them couriered here on a regular basis. Would you like the finest cigars from Am? 10 gold pieces each.
I didn't ask for a story. I asked for a smoke. Make it so.
And
Not
something
a
bubbly for the
problem.
table.
Oh,
Yes,
absolutely. Elven
flowing.
champagne? Gold champagne?
And that's the best you have.
Yes, it is unfortunately the best that we have. Elven gold.
It'll do.
From Silvery Moon Direct. I shall make it so. I will be right back. Please enjoy your entertainment tonight. Be right back. He takes off.
As soon as he's gone, oh my gosh, this was so much fun.
I am like beaming at Simarine right now, just like, how? That was incredible.
And from there, another gentleman comes out. It is my understanding that one of you ordered cigars?
As we might.
And he produces a box, flips open the lid. Please.
I grab one, and then I take my new lighter, flick it open, and light my own stogie.
Outstanding. Outstanding. I love your magical device. And he takes off to the next table, offering cigars, of course.
Sorry, the image right now of Garlo is very much like a Irish mobster in that, like, it is, the coat is off and it's just like big suspenders on a white shirt with like the hair slicked back and just a big mean stogie.
Luciano has, in fact, slicked his mop back as well. Very greased and just pushed out of his face.
I believe the only thing I've done beyond putting on nicer clothes is I have tied my hair back.
Oh,
Okay.
by the way, when I drop the illusion for my clothes to be fancy, because of the dude's clocking my bruises, I'm gonna make sure that I cover up my face with the disguise, the head of disguise. I'm gonna try to cover up the bruises, just make it look like normal skin.
Okay.
So like magical cover.
Yeah. Magical foundation, concealer.
exactly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think at this point, I'm definitely people watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am eyeing Chet and Roderick as if I can burn into their souls.
So they're standing out. There's, as far as you can tell, they're outside on the veranda, so you can't see them right now.
I can't see them? Okay.
No,
I'm
no.
gonna-
I am going to approach the innkeeper.
He is
Sir.
not to be found right now.
Oh, I can't find him at all?
He is. No. But as you like almost give up and head back to the table, you hear, and the doors open. He's like, and please make sure it is the finest. I don't want them mad. Oh, hello.
Hello. Would you be so kind as to provide me with a tour of your facilities? I am very interested in your setup here.
Like a tour how? We don't typically give tours.
Well-
you want to take a look at the rooms?
Sure.
They're normally 15 gold pieces a night to stay. They
Mhm.
are some of the they are the most lavish rooms in hundreds of miles from here.
Clearly.
Yes, I will be happy to. And he produces a key. Master key, huh? Please come up these stairs. And these stairs are lovely. Woodwork. The wood paneling
Great.
all the way up is beautiful. Carpet on the floors. He goes with you up the stairs. As he goes up, you see that one of the doors is open, and you hear the giggle of a woman as she comes out and is adjusting her dress back on. Sorry.
It's quite all right.
Sometimes
Business is
pleasure.
business.
And she busts past you. Yes, and hurry up and, well, enjoy your night off. And, yes, please, we won't go in that room. We'll go in another one over here. This one is open. And you swear you hear a chime as he turns the lock. The locks are magical. They're keyed to a key that only that key can open. It's a way we add a little extra layer of security for the rooms for our discerning customers. I made the locks myself.
Oh.
Oh, now open the door you're on, and please make yourself look like you are comfortable.
Thank you. And your lock and key technology, very impressive.
It's all magic. I am a trained arcanist.
Oh.
Please open the door. See for yourself.
I'll open the door and hopefully it works.
A lovely suite awaits you. Canopied bed, extra desks and chairs, a sitting couch area with coffee table, a beautiful view out the front of the countryside. In the back, forested areas along with an orchard in the distance, and it is a beautiful view to say the least.
And
There
you,
is fresh air blowing within, and there is already bottles, corked of course, ready to go on the wet bar adjacent.
And you say all of the rooms are like this?
Almost all of the rooms are like this. I have a couple larger ones too.
Oh. And
King
the
size can't be bad, I might add.
servants' quarters are just off here?
But there's adjoining doors for each room that has 2 separate quarters for servants
Ah, very
and
nice.
guards.
And you said the locks are magical. Is anything else in here enchanted?
The drift globes, the water devices, and the baths, they self-heat. It's a delightful extra thing. It also reduces my labor costs, if you know what I mean. Yes, we have a few extra wards just to, provide for the health and vitality. We have a little cabinet over here with alchemical extras in case somebody needs a little, you know what I mean? And, it's all good, yes.
Well, this is certainly wonderful. I will be stopping at the Temple of Gond when I get to Neverwinter. Would it be okay if I told them about your facility and maybe they would send another priest here to interview you and do some documentation?
I don't know how I feel about these. Why would they want to interview and learn our secrets?
Well, not your secrets, but what you've done to, how we say, improve people's lives.
Oh, sure, yes. Will they be staying here?
I will have to check with the high priest. But
Yes, we will not take just nobodies here. We only take the best. Obviously, you are a priest of highest quality, I can tell by your clothing and the company that you keep.
Well, thank you for observing so well. Currently, I am between positions, but yes, indeed, you are correct. I am likely to take up a high priest position at some point in the future.
Yes, it's delightful. We love high priests here. They add a bit of notoriety and legitimacy to a place such as mine. Yes.
Well, I will endeavor to be very legitimate and very notable for you.
Yes. Not a speck of dust in the place. Everything is
Well,
absolutely top-notch, lavishly done.
I appreciate you taking the time and bending the rules a little bit for me. Thank you so much.
It is okay. Just tell all your noble clientele that should they wish to summer in Triboar, as they say, this is the place to stay.
Well, you know that the Deseret Valley is very popular now. I will certainly let them know.
Yes, thank you. Please, shall we?
Certainly.
And as you step out, he takes the door, closes it. Ding! You hear another chime, and he tucks the key away inside his jacket. Please, we shall make our way downstairs once more.
After you, sir.
Going down the stairs, you make your way back into the lavish open hallways where people are sitting, dining. Just as you get to the table, Chet and Roderick walk in. Those two. Roderick Amacathra and Chet Cragsmere. Two sniveling douches, but they pay well, you know?
Well, money is indeed the lubricant of pleasure.
Absolutely. Spoken like a fellow understanding person. I wish you the best. I must
you have
get
an
back.
excellent evening, sir.
Yes. Hey, where is that lamb that was ordered for the other table over there? Starts off again.
And as he runs off, I'm going to go ahead and just quickly invoke message. And Terja, you're going to hear the rooms are magically warded. You can respond to this message.
What about the location of the key?
And I'm going to go ahead and reply with message. The innkeeper is holding on to a master key. You can respond to this message.
Where is it?
And this time I'm just going to say it out loud. He keeps it close to the chest.
Be a little more specific. In a pocket, underneath, like, underneath his jacket, around his neck on a chain.
You understood that to mean it was kept inside the chest, like an inside pocket inside his thing. That's
Gotcha.
Yeah. Too many words, too many details would reveal what you're actually talking about.
Well,
so
this
you
is
understood with that.
this is
Alright,
she's asking me to clarify using message probably, but
Yeah.
I
No, you
figured
said that
means-
last bit out loud, so I couldn't
Yes.
reply to it.
So
Believe you're back.
well, it is a pleasure to be back. The rooms here are very nice. Attached servants' quarters. Wonderful view.
I saw the drinks.
Oh, the drinks are in suite too.
The tobacco's not too bad either. Just like a big stank cloud of it. Just
Do a performance check.
You're asking Garlo to perform?
Yep.
I'll do it.
I mean, I'm just blowing it out. I'm not trying to make a ring.
Well, you did. You made yourself a nice smoke ring.
I reach across to like touch it.
I want to.
And this cigar, like, it's definitely a big chonkin cigar, but the smoke comes out of cherry and maple syrup.
Intoxicating. Enjoy that.
Definitely should have stayed here. This place is great.
It's way better than where we're staying.
I'm thinking it is probably, you pay for what you get here. Speaking of, what's actually our plan here? Just like a little hush leaned in.
I'm going to go ahead and cast message again, and Garlo, you will hear in your head, hopefully. I think this is actually the first time you've seen or heard this spell, but you'll hear, Terja has a plan to acquire the master key. You can respond to this message.
The fuck was that?
What was what?
Did you see something?
I'm looking at Rafe and then I'm looking around for a laughing
Logar.
skull because that's the only time I know Rafe uses magic.
Logar, are you okay? Is that cigar perhaps affecting your ability to process things?
Can I have some?
Yeah, moment. Take a hit.
Lucy, quick question. Where is your badger?
At the other end.
Do you think you could find a way to sneak off and bring it here quietly?
I don't see why not. I think Reg could come in. Yeah.
Well, not now, but later in the evening, when we know where Roderick and Chet are staying in the inn.
PM, where is the inn? Where we're
So
staying?
the
where
innkeeper
we
has
are
a
now.
podium that you noticed at the front of the inn that he kind of walked past as he just let you into the kitchen. But on that podium was a book that probably tracks who's in what room, who's a guest, and so on.
Which?
However, it is very publicly spottable. So if you go up to the book and start thumbing through it, it's very possible that someone would spot you doing so.
Well, if they spot Tobin doing it, but if they spot...
the maitre d'.
That's a little different, perhaps.
Yeah.
Just make sure none of the restaurant staff spot you as not one of them.
And just as you say that, 3 people coming out. Please be careful, be careful! And they carry large, massive trays. The 4th person drops down some holders, and they put the trays down and immediately start putting stuff in front of you. There is roasted lamb, chunks of bacon, delicious vegetables stretched and filled and stuffed. There are fruits that have been baked with cloves and cinnamon. There are just sumptuous treat after sumptuous treat. And he says, this is just the first part of the meal. There are 2 more courses after this. Then we have 4 different desserts for you to feast yourselves on like stuffed pigs that you are. I will love to feed you all of these foods. You will enjoy very much. Yes, of course you will. Now is there anything else we can get you? Oh, the wine. Where's the wine? And just then a fifth person shows up. Oh, sorry, sir. I was trying to make sure I didn't break any of the glasses. Yes, the crystal. Make sure they get it all. And 2 bottles of Elven Golden champagne. And each cup is poured. Yes.
Powder room, which way?
Down there and to the left.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
I like to wash up before I feast.
Maestro, this looks
This
looks very
everyone
delicious.
is paying attention to you guys right now. Now, a couple other people are like, "Who are these newcomers? Why are they getting food before us? We ordered earlier. I thought that." And then you hear from behind you, Roderick. Did they get their food before our appetizers arrived? I do say they did, Chet. Well, I'll be damned. Oh, look who's fancy now.
As they're talking, I grab one of the grapes from one of the plates, looking at
Oh
them,
God.
and just slowly.
I want to match your energy and picking up my glass of wine and just mean girl staring over while I take a slow sip, like neener.
And they kind of look back and raise an eyebrow. You know, Roderick, the wolves that they keep talking about out west, perhaps we should go hunting this evening for some wolves. I dare say that sounds like a splendiferous idea, Chet.
While this is going on, I'm gonna get up and walk over to the restroom.
And you turn left past the lectern with the book and go right into the bathroom?
Yep.
Okay, so you go to the bathroom.
And while in there, I will change.
There are numerous stalls, all golden. Huge.
Of course.
By golden, I mean like wood that is painted to look gold. It's as fancy as it could get without like costing a fortune.
Okay. I'm gonna change my clothes, my appearance, the clothes I'm wearing, not necessarily my features, but into what I had observed, either waitstaff / not necessarily the waitstaff, but more of the kind of servers, the people who might be seating people, whatever they're adorned in.
Okay. You do that, and as you come out, you see signs that say employees must wash hands before.
I get my hands nice and moist, just to so it's obvious that there was water on them at one point.
You're a monster.
Yeah. And I will exit the restroom, kind of make my way around, pretend to, try to mingle with guests, see if there's anything. Are you okay, sir? Anything I can, just try to ingratiate myself in the culture before I just
yes, I am okay. And what's your name? Man corners you, literally on the way back from the bathroom.
So, Tobin, what can I do for you, sir?
Well, you would delight me if you would have dinner with me this evening.
What did they do?
Oh, perhaps another evening. I'm actually on shift tonight.
Exactly.
Many tables to serve. I couldn't possibly devote my attention to just one soul tonight, but maybe another night.
I think I'll have a conversation with your boss. What's your name? I'll ask for you by name. I'll make sure you're compensated appropriately.
Chet.
Chet.
Chet is, yes, that is,
Excellent. I shall ask for Chet.
very
Don't
good,
keep me
sir.
waiting. And then he walks past you to go into the bathroom himself.
Okay. And I kind of make my way through and try to post up around the big reservation book.
Okay. You posted up by it.
Of scanning. How many rooms are in this?
You don't know. You haven't looked in the book.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know if I could see by the size of the room. Okay, so I'll take a look through the book. At least what's on in front of me. Before I start turning any pages or anything, I'm just gonna.
Do we see Lucy reading the book?
You guys
Lucy-
are surrounded by serving staff and the owner, Draven, kind of like fawning all over you and occasionally stealing glances around at other tables to make sure that they're satisfied. Seeing that people are pissed, but he doesn't mind it so much because it creates more exclusivity for his staff. It looks like. You see him kind of like just sucking it in right now. So none of you really have a good eye view of him, which also, because of the way things are going, works to his advantage. However, I'm still going to need you to make a performance check, Lucy, to see if you can pull this off.
Performance. Boom! 23.
Nice.
Oh!
Okay. So what are you doing?
I'm gonna look through the book and see if I can grasp what it's saying, like just how it's laid out, because I don't know what
First
I'm
of all,
looking at.
the layout isn't really given, but there are 40 rooms above, which is far more than should exist up there.
Seems like Rafe's doing. Oh my god.
But you see in pencil, like each room, various different ones, and you see a room 28 for Roderick and room 23 for Chet. Any other names you're looking for?
I mean, I will see if there's any notable names that I would know. Can you give me those room numbers one more time?
28 for Roderick and Makathra, and 23 for Chet Cragsmere. Whom you don't really know who they are, but you do know that they're hoity-toity folks.
That you hate them.
Mhm. Make a history check.
All right, I'll do that too. Not so good.
No other names recognize anything.
All right.
You got the important one, Lucy.
Yeah.
And from here,
Can I see Luciano now? Has the
No.
crowd of servants broken?
no, they have not. They have not.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
The crowd just breaks up. Go ahead, Philippe.
Now that I can see Chet Do over there, I'm going to use message. And Luciano, in your head, you'll hear, you made sure to get Chet and Roderick's rooms, correct? You can respond to this message.
Yeah. Chet, Roderick 28, Chet,
23.
23. And, yeah, I'm not going to respond back.
and I'm kind of just looking at Philippe.
And I'll turn to Terja and say, Lady Pona, I believe your lucky numbers tonight are 23 and 28.
Oh, well, that's very interesting information. Thank you, sir.
You're
And
quite
from
welcome.
there, we are at the perfect place to stop for the night as we decide what happens next with Mischief in Triboar. All right, guys. Thank you so much for a great night. Do we have a contest winner? What was our
Yes, we
contest
do.
winner? I don't have visibility on that.
It is Disfemist.
Ooh.
Is do who?
Disfemist.
Disfemist.
Oh, Disfemist. Okay. Well, Disfemist, thank you so much for watching tonight and congratulations. One of our tech goblins will reach out to you and ask you some questions real quick, probably name, email, address, that kind of stuff, so we can ship you your prize. So thank you so much. What are our closeouts tonight, guys? As we pull up the announcements.
That was
for
my
the
closeout.
outro.
Congrats,
Uh,
Disfemist! Woo! Don't
Uh,
forget to enter those giveaways in the future.
Yep.
Everybody, remember that we have a YouTube channel and that you definitely need to go over and subscribe to it. It is free in this way. You don't miss any of the action, and you also get access to additional content.
The
So, Brendan,
WMD playlist is the best one.
of course. That
That's
goes
pretty
without
good.
saying, Reed, please.
But
I mean-
if you
I mean-
like that one, you can also check out our other shows here at the Games Tavern. On Tuesday nights, we have the Omega Files. That is our Call of Cthulhu game set in the modern era. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern. A crime with no motive, evidence, or suspects. The team pushes forward, unsure of where the trail will lead them, or to what end. And on Wednesday nights, you can explore the world of Eberron in our show Dirty Deeds at 7 p.m. Eastern. The crew is just getting ready to leave the city of Towers, Sharn, closing out some wonderful exploration that they did there and heading back out into the great wide sky.
A massive thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring the show. If you check out the link in chat, you can use the code TGTShard20 and get yourself a 20% discount on your subscriptions to Shard. As you can see, Shard makes playing easy, and using Shard is very easy. We cannot say enough good things about Shard. Please check them out.
All right. Anything else?
I believe that there was Lady Ponya had a birthday.
That's right. Today is
Nuh-uh.
not today, but it's Anna's birthday month.
Love
So
a birthday.
happy
month.
birthday to Anna. Nice try. You
Happy
thought you'd
birthday.
get away with not getting that
Mhm,
mentioned,
mhm,
but
mhm.
tonight
I came
it
so
is.
close, but that suggestion
Congratulations.
cast just didn't work.
And I'm so excited that you're a year older and not dead. So don't worry, you're not going to get a real life TPK anytime soon. So life is good. So anything else? Do we want to sing happy birthday? No, we don't.
Next week.
Next
just a heads
week.
up for next week.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is Thanksgiving.
It is Thanksgiving. Thank you for the reminder. Yes, it is Thanksgiving. We will not be airing during the week of Thanksgiving, also because it's Thanksgiving Day for us. We are going to be stuffing our faces with turkey and other delicious treats. And we wish you the best. Stay tuned on our social media. You might hear some of the things we're thankful about, but we really are thankful most of all for all of you. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys the week after next on the next episode of Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction.